Hello everyone! Welcome back to Downstage Dungeons. How we doing, Cass?
Good.
Great.
Yes.
How are you?
We're so glad to be back.
So, when we last left off, some major poopy kind of went down. Some major poopy. Yeah, starting out strong with major poopy. I know, I'm sorry. Anyway, after battling Tira, the mother of Calliope, and also the godmother of the god-sister, man, they sound really dumb next to each other. The godmother of the god-sister Fawns of Galewood, where Calliope was from, she was a very powerful sorceress of the forest, who was immediately defeated by a greater threat that had been tracking you for several days. This unknown if it's a demon or devil or god, but the being known as Gargus, who had made a deal with Calliope previously, that she owed her 20 souls, and he took the first 10 when they met, and she conveniently had brought 10 souls to this exact location. So, Wilbur stepped up, knowing that things were looking grim and you guys were getting your souls taken from your body. He offered a double or nothing exchange, and while Gargus considered this, because, he's crazy, you guys were sent to this kind of realm of nightmares, diving into a select few of your psyches. You traveled through and you saw a nightmare's version of Sentinel Fallen, as Tavlor guided you through this dark area of his mind. You went to a place called Ravencrest and learned a little bit about Girion and where he is from. After Stormcrow's vision, you guys ended up on the Dragon Isles. Not the first time that you have seen a vision of this, Kevin, but you saw your brother leading your family to your home right before the slaughter as he set ablaze to your house. And after going through just, reliving a bunch of terrible days, Gargus accepted your offer. He and Calliope were lifted up on the air on these magical stumps that skyrocketed into the black and red twisted sky in order to have a little battle of the bards. The rest of the party faced off the shadows of Gargus that were magically trying to interfere with Calliope, as Calliope, with her new golden dragon-themed fiddle, defeated Gargus in the Battle of the Bards.
So cool.
It was unsure what the future would hold or whether Gargus would continue his great assault. But let me make sure the music's not changing. Great. That he would continue the great assault. But you saw Wilbur was the first one to go up to Gargus. They were shrouded in magical darkness for a few moments. And after the darkness left, Wilbur was smiling, and the devil had left, apparently satisfied. Not only that, but the souls of the God Sisters that he had just taken before were returned, and Tira herself was brought back to this mortal plane.
Deal with the devil.
Thinking that there was another fight ready for Tira, you guys readied your weapons, but Tira seemed afraid. She said, go about your way. You took the young Gabriella with you, and she said, basically, we won't mess with you guys anymore. You guys returned to the treehouse. Reginald moved some slides, and your next heading was to the Swamp of Sarok to investigate the old dragon shrine in hope of answers. A bit of a long shot, but what else are you gonna do? In efforts to wake one Calyx Stormrunner, the druid boy, best friend of Calliope, who once turned into a golden dragon to save Maximus Ultor's life long ago. And that is where we're going to catch up our story. Alright. So. You all are together
I hope so.
in the treehouse of Mr. Reginald. It has just moved. It's a lot less messy this time, as there was a whole day's worth of prep in moving the treehouse. But it's still rather messy. Mr. Reginald is grumpy and you guys are all exhausted. Sora, you are currently asleep on a beanbag chair. The rest of you have arrived in the Swamp of Sarok. It is very late, probably reaching between PM and AM at this point. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Sleep.
Can we take a long
Take
rest?
a long rest would be fantastically ideal,
Okay.
hypothetically.
You guys are welcome to take a long rest at this point. People are kind of getting the gist of that going on. Penelope and Mr. Reginald, honestly, they look tired as well. But is there anything any of you would like to do in the treehouse before taking your rest?
I don't think particularly.
And
We're tired.
I'm not deafened anymore, right?
Maybe.
It didn't go away when
You're asleep, doesn't
I
matter.
wasn't deaf when we went up to the treehouse and had conversations.
Well, if you were deaf, you're gonna sleep really
Can I-
good. Nothing's gonna wake you up.
I don't have eyes. I
Yes,
need
Rowan?
eyes.
Can I go up to Reginald and ask him?
What do you like to ask him?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him. When was the last time that he was in the swamp of Sarek, and does he know anybody within?
With character.
Yes, of course. Mr. Reginald.
Yes.
When?
He has his coffee that Warwick just got him, as he's like watching Warwick like sweep up a little bit of the treehouse.
When exactly was the last time that you were in the swamp of Sarek? May I ask?
You know, there's not much for sightseeing here. It's a swamp. Smells bad. Lots of bugs. Very many bugs. Not so many dragons, I think, as of late. Couldn't tell you.
Any other beings or characters that you may be aware of?
Like I said, I don't. Much as I told you previously, not a lot of happy memories here. I like to stick up north.
I understand. Do you have any pieces of research material? Pardon me for being a scholar.
Do I have any pieces
into
of
the swamp?
He looks around the
of
giant
Sarek?
library office that you're in. Research materials. He's like twisting a little goatee that's not there.
Into the swamp
You
of
know,
Sarek
I
specifically?
mean, you could look, but
He's not gonna help you.
hard to be well. You're welcome
Can I
to
make
his
an
library.
investigation check and look for pieces of,
Let's
of
do perception.
perception? Okay.
Can you tell me what exactly you're looking for? Maybe something specific you're trying to learn?
Because the last time I have already looked in these for something specific, and we had talked about that. But
Right.
this time I'm going to be looking for any just any information on the Swamp of Sarek in general, particularly something that has to do with the history of the Swamp of Sarek and any potential civilizations within the Swamp of Sarek.
Civilizations. Is there any sort of history you're looking? A lot of things happen in history: discoveries, wars, inventions, people.
Whether there are any
creatures.
history of any magical collectives hold up within the swamp.
Okay, why don't you make a perception? I'll let you do investigation with your purpose.
Kev would, if this is like an out loud conversation, Kevin would more than likely help you look.
Take advantage.
Nice. We love to hear it.
However, anything you discover, Kevin will also discover.
Hooray!
Oh, cool. Not 20.
Natural 20.
Not 20.
Beautiful.
I'm asleep.
That's a good
I
first
can't do it.
roll.
I know.
Fantastic. It was a nat 20 and a 16. I was like, nice.
Oh, easy money.
I noticed.
For your natural 20,
Must be really
I shall give you 2 books.
Books.
One of them is the Geography and Civilizations of Barad-dûr.
That's sexy.
don't know what that means, but sure.
There's also another book that you find, because these shelves are huge, there's books in front of other books. Like if the shelves are so big, like there's a row of books you can't see behind books you can see. In your mingling and your nosing around, and Kevin, you will discover the same things he does because of the nature of the advantage. You also find a book just called The Sorcerer Supremes.
Cool.
Are these things you'd like to look into right now, or just to have them on hand?
I will, for the sake of doing a long rest, because Rowan is still at 5, I will prioritize the long rest right now.
Okay.
And hold on to them to study at a time I have a little bit more free time.
Okay. Anything else the rest of you would like to do?
Ben comes to the table.
Alright, then at this time you may gain the benefits of a long rest.
Hey.
All your spell slots, your health,
Listen, every DM's best friend is the person who asks for books every time.
I have a lot of mixed feelings about this table right now.
He's happy with you, but then I'll be a good player, DM. I love you, Josh.
Shut up! Shut up! You shut your mouth!
I'm in trouble.
Okay. So you all post up with your long rests. Mabel and Gabriella are both kind of posting up next to Calliope. Mabel definitely fell asleep last. A little bit of conflict happening between the two girls as Calliope walked in with this brand new person that looks like her, like, this can be your sister too. And Mabel's like, huh.
Mabel makes me think of a little image.
Lots of personalities going on. My list of NPCs right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm playing 10 NPCs in this room. Okay, so as you guys wake up, it doesn't smell good
Oh,
at all.
it's already seeping into the tree.
Yeah, for sure. This doesn't magically keep out it kind of magically keeps out like the harmful environment, but that doesn't mean you're not gonna still like if you were over the ocean, you could still taste the salt of the sea in the air. And right now you're smelling the rancid muck, and even through the enchanted walls of the treehouse, you can hear the of just locusts outside. What would you guys like to do as you greet the morning? There's a lot of people going on right now, so I'm not going to describe them all. So if you have an interest in a specific NPC, you can check that out, or any preparations you'd like to make for the day's journey to the shrine. It looks like Mr. Reginald is planning on joining you guys, as he has a little satchel with him.
Kevin, Tavlor, are you guys okay? Just wanted to check in, cause we did a whole worst nightmare thing yesterday. And I just want to make sure everybody's... I won't ask Garion because he won't answer me.
As you motion over, you see Garion in the shadowiest corner. He's leaning almost like a knight on a throne, his rapier in the ground, and
He looks like guts.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like...
It looks like if you talk to him, it would trigger a boss fight.
Yeah, so we leave him alone. But are you guys cool?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
Where do you go?
Is this normal for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I see it every night, but that's fine.
Same.
Just gonna pull
It's
out
just
some
kinda-
chocolate.
Every time I close my eyes.
Pretty much every time I go
so
to sleep, I
fine.
see something. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take chocolate. That's great.
Like
Thank
an
you.
grab one
extra
as well.
large bar in half. Be take it
Extra large way.
We got
more often.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kevin's like, oh, actually, I'm really sad.
I'd love to talk about it.
I mean, do you guys wanna do you wanna talk about it? I mean, it seemed big and triggering, and
I mean,
sometimes
we may or may not have more pressing matters at the moment. What
I
with
mean,
the smell,
we're still
but
in a treehouse. We're not in the swamp yet. I just thought, if you wanted to talk.
what would you like to know?
This feels really, really untactful after you just said you see it every night.
Maybe they put right off the bat.
That's what I'm getting that.
If you need
information.
time to collect your own
suddenly
thoughts
feel
about
like
my
I'm
thoughts.
rude and I'm sorry.
No, it's not rude. No, it's.
Also, Calliope, you didn't fall asleep with a blanket, but you do have a blanket on.
Wholesome.
Well, who put that there?
I wonder.
Explore.
That's my fault. I just
So
didn't know if I
Calliope
wanted to talk
wakes
about
up.
the backstory.
Who's around her?
The nearest people to Calliope right now, you do hear a conversation of so what do you do? What do you mean? What do I do? What do you do? He casts magic and points at Wilbur. I turn into prehistoric creatures sometimes on accident. We're all really strong. What do you do?
Can Calliope rush over? Oh, good morning, children!
Mabel suddenly is delightful, just this really uneasy smile. Good morning!
Mean girl.
How are you both doing today?
I mean, we were just getting to know each other.
Oh, that's wonderful. Um,
gross, man.
Gabrielle, how are you doing
teenagers.
this morning?
She's like 12.
Yeah. We were just getting to know each other. Yeah.
So, Gabrielle, I think that you're gonna stay here with Mabel and Calyx today. Is that all right?
I've been in here too long. And wait, Mabel starts kind of whining.
I do not want this girl to come with
I
us.
don't like her very much right now.
Just
We'll
getting
talk about my
close.
daughter that way.
I'll talk about it.
Do we have a status update on Calyx at all? No changes?
You can go take a look at him if you like.
Yes, I would like to go investigate.
What are you looking for?
Just any signs of stirring or any.
Make a
signs
medicine
of-
check.
We've tried.
Right.
If Caleb wakes up to this guy, I'm gonna lose my mind.
What? 18? Pretty comatose. He has a few cuts on his face that weren't there before.
What is so funny?
You can definitely tell that they're like shave wounds.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
While Calliope was out with you guys, Mabel took charge of like
Oh, yeah.
shaving Calyx. He grows like just a little bit of stubble, like almost in a goatee around, which is pretty common for like elves his age.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't look like it did a very good
How
job.
old is he?
You know, I don't think you'd be sure at this point. But he looks like he's like 25, maybe.
But he's an elf, and that's misleading.
And also potentially a golden dragon, so also super misleading.
Like 900 years old.
Well, we know it's not that old.
All we know is
we
he doesn't
know that
have...
the eggs did crop up at some point. We have like a time, but we just don't know.
If he did come from.
That-
Yeah,
batch
if
of
he
eggs.
came from
There's
that
a big,
batch.
lot of question marks today. It's gonna be a fun session.
Has everyone like eaten food that morning?
Are you doing anything
Gonna
else?
make us eggs?
Well, has everyone eaten
Before
food
that.
morning?
Before this, there's still an active scene going
I
on.
was going to the kids. All right. Well, I think that maybe when we go into town, we ought to buy you some activities to do, because I don't want you to have to sit around here only talking to each other all day.
I'm very good at checkers.
You
Mabel.
are very good at checkers.
I beat Theola every time.
Perhaps you should teach
You hear some
Gabrielle
growling.
how to play checkers. Would you like to teach Gabrielle how to play checkers?
You don't know how to play checkers? Oh, I don't know what checkers is. I can teach you how to play checkers.
Somebody warn
Thank
her.
you so much, Mabel. Have fun, all right,
Of
Gabrielle?
course! They're gonna link Mabel's gonna link arms and Gabrielle's looking very unsure, like rethinking the decisions for the past few days.
Have fun, Gabrielle. Is Theola nearby?
Such mean.
Yeah, you heard her growling. But before that, you are gonna feel like a little like brush on the shoulder as Wilbur is next to you. A moment of your time.
Of course.
I'm still keeping a very suspicious eye on Wilbur.
He knows.
Okay. I specified that last session, I was just reminding.
He's gonna pull you to one of the side rooms alone. So I know you had some concerns yesterday.
A bit. I trust you.
Yes, of course. I just wanted to kind of update you. There things you don't see them unless you are specifically trying to sneak up on them.
No.
You won't be able to see or hear them.
I can't see them either?
No, they went to another room.
Oh, I kind of imagined
Do you
them.
want to sneak?
No, I won't be that, but I'll just watch after them.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty sick to pass it.
I'm not sneaky.
Honestly, me and the Gargus gentleman just had a conversation, and he was a very reasonable person.
Reasonable.
Yes. You know, I'm very smart.
I know.
Yes, and I just had a conversation. We spoke about common interests, and he decided that it would be best to help you out.
Do I believe him?
Take an insight check.
If I had snuck, I could have given you sneaky guidance. Sorry, just like a... I have subtle spell. Darn, it's a sorcery point. It's being really mean to
I'm
you.
going back to paper. I'm sick of this.
You gotta roll.
I'm sorry.
How long are you
Inside?
chuckling it in your...
There was a natural 20 outside
Not the intended roll.
15.
15. So he's not. Nothing he has said has been a lie, but he's being very particular with what he's saying.
Wilbur, you know that. Whatever. I would trust your decisions no matter what
Yes,
you
I know. We've established this. We are a good rapport. I just he just saw reason, and he returned the souls of your family. I figured Tira was still your mother. I didn't want you to bear that burden.
He seemed afraid of you.
Oh, Gargus? No, not afraid of me. Gargus afraid of me? No.
Is he lying?
Gargus? You're saying Gargus was afraid of him? Like the?
Yeah.
No, you did not get that impression from Gargus. In fact, he wickedly smiled and giggled and went away.
Tira was afraid of him.
Tira was.
Oh.
Yeah.
My mother seemed afraid of you.
Well, I'm sure our teamwork was quite impressive, and just our mere survival. I don't know. I don't know your mom super well. I'd like to,
Great liar.
maybe if she was nicer.
She's
Anyway,
not very nice.
Right.
Wilbur, thank you for everything.
Yes. He also I thought you should know the people that we saw in the tavern. They've been released.
Really?
Yes, we just had a conversation and he saw
How did you
reason.
get him to do that?
I just talked to him. We spoke. Man to whatever. What is he?
I am not sure.
Oh. Well, yes. I just wanted you to know that so your conscience and your mind could be at ease, if you will.
Thank you, Wilbur.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on
Yeah, I have to go.
the lichen skies
As
real
well.
quick. But
I need to wash Leap.
visible.
Yeah, Leap is on you, and he walks away.
Well, I'll see you in a bit then.
Yeah, Leap kind of pokes up his head at you, and it's like,
He doesn't want to be watched.
no.
She keeps him hidden and walks out.
He doesn't even have leave.
No. Okay,
Was Calliope's I love you a romantic one?
none of your business.
Who's to say? Who's to say? I'll stop being nosy.
Okay, is there anything else you guys would like to do in this treehouse before things get rolling?
Can I take more healing potions?
I
No,
think
he
I
took
took
them
all
all.
of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that all of them?
Yeah.
I kind of imagined a whole wall of potions. Okay.
There's big vats of bubbling things that you don't know, but there's no more vials.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Is Penelope here?
Yes.
Penelope, how did you know that we needed your help?
You actually see her come out, and she has like these light blue pajamas on with little clocks on them.
That's so cute.
There's little like clocks, and sometimes there's just like Roman numerals.
Well, those are cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like
Brushing her
them.
teeth.
I had a question.
Uh-huh.
How did you know that we needed help?
Oh, help.
I'm gonna need
She's
you
brushing her
I'm gonna
teeth.
need you to spit that out first before we continue this conversation. Sorry.
I don't know, just, yeah. You interrupted her.
Sorry, we're in a hurry.
We just ended up backing you up. I wasn't aware of the demonic, scary, swirling sky, per se. But I have strict orders currently to, see what he's up to. Kind of motions over to Mr. Reginald, who is like kicking up his feet, is like in his chair with his feet on the table.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, this is in the main. This is in the general area.
So he went looking for us first. She said she just followed him.
You said that?
I did.
Make a wisdom save.
She's always gonna do it.
Hilarious.
19.
Almost, but you fail. You're silenced.
Foiled again.
Counterspell?
He's
Is it too late?
yes. He's listening. Books upside down, Devorian.
Silent laughter. Between you and me, that's very kind of him. But
Shh, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm a little scared to say it myself.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm
Get
so
dressed.
sorry to disturb you.
No, no.
Cute pajamas, so much.
She blushes.
Maybe if you stop poking the
All right.
bear.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to think of what was there.
Can I walk up to Devorian?
If you don't know him.
If you dare invoke his name.
How dare you?
Deb, I have a question.
Yo!
How you doing today?
Nickname.
Who the hell are you?
Sniper number 2, as you so gladly dubbed me.
No.
That's what you said.
No, sniper number 2 is much taller.
Oh, okay, well. Anyway, I'm just curious about these vats of liquid. Do you have any healing liquid?
No, you took it all.
I was just curious if you had any more brewing.
Can you make your own things?
I'm a ranger, not a chemist.
Okay, look, I don't care about this. I have to be honest.
Do you have any scrolls of healing?
I am not a grocery store.
I'm just asking. Alright, I'll go ahead. I'll just walk out the tree.
Kev has been very visibly uncomfortable with all this conversation happening.
Kept sitting on a
He
bag,
motions
like,
over to Penelope, who like comes out of like a corner, like dressed now. I don't like the effect you've had on these people. They're getting quite audacious. Good. Last call for any activities in the treehouse before.
On to the swamp.
Okay.
Fantasy Shrek.
So, Mr. Reginald, after you all get your things in order, kind of kicks off his legs off the table. Great! We're all ready to dive into one of the most unpleasant places on the continent, are we? Everyone prepare a lunch?
Here's life,
Okay.
Yay.
What did you prepare?
Eggs.
I think eggs is like one of the only things she knows how
Where
to
did you
make.
get eggs?
Did they not have any in the fridge?
The fridge?
To be fair, he did just say he's not
Being
a
an established witch in this treehouse.
That is fair.
Never mind.
They're not.
Is there perhaps any, does Reginald have any
Man, I must
magic
have missed
chickens
that
walking
section
around?
of the Dungeon Master's Guide.
The
Every
ice
treehouse
box,
comes
I
in a
don't
fridge.
know.
Elves,
know what's
dwarves,
going
and
on.
refrigerators.
You just fire up the
Oh, that was
real quick.
Tasha's, come on.
Oh, right, sorry. Tasha's really messed everything up.
Reginald, do you have an air fryer by chance?
All right. Well, if you're all ready, watch for snapping crocodiles. Stormcrow, come along. Stop your soaking. Girion looks up really slowly at Mr. Reginald. Actually, I don't think I'll be joining you all.
She asked why.
Yes. Well, in light of yesterday's events, reminded me there's something I need to take care of. No, you stay, because I'll be okay.
She said she always gives
Yes.
up to you.
Thank you
I speak with many tongues.
for your help. Sora, you'll take lead of this mission for Thief Haven. You'll be fine.
Girion, is there anything that we can do before you go?
Is there anything that we can do for
Wake
you?
up our big gun. He's gonna start climbing out of the treehouse and he motions over towards Calyx.
Girion,
I'm trying.
thank you for being so kind to me when I was a child.
We go way back now.
Ever since I was little. Good luck.
It was a pleasure, Miss Kalai.
She kind of like does a half awkward curtsy. Thank you, sir.
We don't. Thank you. I hate that. Don't ever do that.
Oh, it's because he's like. Okay.
Is there anything that we can do for you? You already done so much for us, man.
I'm alright. Just keep doing you, Kev. You haven't let me down so far.
Doing my best.
Give him time.
Shut up.
Anyway, at this point, you guys are kind of on your way out too, so this goodbye has kind of continued down the chain into the swamp below.
Swamp music.
Swamp music.
Swamp music.
Goodbye, my friends. He's gonna motion over to his ring. He touches it, and there's like a bright purple glow. As from the ring, there's like this beautiful black stallion that comes out of it. That extends big black wings. Kevin, you've seen this before. Sora, you had seen this before. Cabo, you might have seen this before on some Thief Haven missions, but this is Gurion's Pegasus that he
That's
has.
actually beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Sora's trying to give you chocolate before you go, Girion.
Thank you.
He's lactose intolerant.
Save it for the next rainy day.
She's gonna like jiggle her bag, and there's a lot of chocolate in there.
Steel? Is it like a whole bag of
Spent
holdings?
50 gold on chocolate.
That's a lot of chocolate.
For that.
Let's see. 2 coppers a day's pay.
I'm never running out.
Oh my god. That's insane.
I've hidden it in random places around the
How long does it take this chocolate to spoil?
It's
in the
milk
bag,
chocolate, so as long as milk.
So like a week.
Chocolate will last longer than milk. I have a drawer
just
of chocolate
starts
that's
giving
very
you
old.
It's not like yeah, but it's not like
crumbly.
it's not like a refrigerated bag. It's a
I
bag.
go through chocolate very fast.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Anyways.
Just rotten chocolate.
I'm a storm sorcerer. I can get the back.
Girion on his Pegasus takes off into the distance until the little black dot disappears beneath the spread out wings.
Did you say what the Pegasus name was?
No. I did not.
Ask. She's silent. It's fine.
You could have asked.
I could have, but he was gone, right? He was flying away.
Yeah, I mean, he left pretty quickly. I mean, yeah, you could ask one of them.
Yeah, I will.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Ugh. He's so showy, isn't he? Mr. Reginald.
That was the never mind.
Anyway, we're here.
Fantastic.
So you guys, as you guys came out, much smaller trees in here. A lot of, some of them are withered. Some of them are very thick and smelly. You can see that there's multiple, like, small, like 3-foot, like, rivers and streams that go along everywhere. Long, overgrown grass. The water itself is extremely murky. You can't see into it. Rowan, as you're looking around, you see like a little frog jump out of the river and give you a good and like keep jumping on its way. Lots of bugs in the air. You feel a little mosquito bite every once in a while. But that's kind of on that side. On the other side is a huge murky lake that you can't even see. Like if you put your hand in it, the hand disappears. Watch for crocodiles, will you? So, super fun. This is as far as I know. It's here.
Lovely.
Great.
Like right here.
Yes, it's right there. Points at the big murky lake.
Oh.
Like the Dragon Shrine or like
The Dragon Shrine. Yes, we're at it now. This is it.
So what's the? I'm assuming there's some kind of spell.
No, I don't know. You know, it took a conclave of druids to get it, and I wasn't there.
Of course.
Wonderful.
And nobody really asked Thandril exactly how to do it.
No, I guess that would have been a great question for you guys to ask when you were talking to Thandril.
there wasn't a lot of talking.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stopping and natural disaster. So there's that.
You're what? Alright.
All right.
Well, I guess search around and look for an entrance to a dragon shrine or a way to make one appear. He's kind of looking up into a tree. You see Penelope like writing a bunch of things down. Viola, Imogen, and Wilbur came with you guys. Mabel, Warwick, and Gabriella stayed behind. And Girion is no longer here.
Kevin is gonna
4 NPCs.
Kevin's gonna walk up to Penelope. What's she working on there?
Oh, just logging and I'm jotting some things down. about adventures and what it's a report for Sharon.
Nice.
You do actually notice, maybe for the first time, as she's like holding out this book to you, she's wearing like these white gloves on her person. And you alone would recognize this because you've seen these kind of gloves before, as there is like one big rune on her hand that's golden. It reminds you of a lot of Charon's gloves. Charon, the Sorcerer Supreme, is well known for his gloves that have like a bunch of blue runes on them that flicks or snaps off in order to cast spells with no effort.
Does look a lot like Sharon's gloves. Are they?
Oh, yes, I work. I'm his. He. Yes.
Makes sense. What do these? What do they do?
Oh, I mean, I just have the one. It's for emergencies.
What kind of emergency?
You know, it's kind of a. I'll know when to use it. I think. I've actually attempted to decipher exactly. I don't actually know.
Follow-up question. I've never seen anyone with gold magic before.
It's not true.
The tiefling.
I've seen 2 people with gold magic before. What, is there something like special about it, or is it just kind of like a personal preference kind of thing? I don't know how that works. I'm kind of new to this.
It's rare, astute of you to notice, but I don't think anyone really knows the intricacies of the gold. I don't see myself as more especially, powerful. Apart from apart from like hard work. I worked very, very hard to get where I am. Very.
Didn't the gold tiefling have a clock on his like shirt too? I feel like I remember that.
We can watch that episode back and find out.
His arcane focus was very clock-like.
And then we don't even know it could be somebody from the future that just doesn't even exist yet.
We want to
Because
meet that
it's
gold
very
tiefling so bad.
Clearly, very clearly chronomancy.
Do you also have like a lot of clocks about? Is this kind of like a? So I don't mean to like pry, but I'm very new to the whole magic thing. I'm trying to learn.
I mean, I think from what I've seen, you're on the right track.
Aww.
Well, these are I just have to keep track of certain places and certain people.
Who's gonna point to Reginald as she's saying that?
Right. So, for example, I'm not going to tell you which one because he I don't want him to know. But it will keep track of like certain people it's tied to. It will keep track of like what time it is where they are, which is a method of seeing.
Kind of like locating.
Yes, according to the cycles of the sun and the moons. But they can also be used to as arcane focuses. So I could use any of them really.
That's really neat.
Yeah, it's just like it do. She kind of detaches one of them and does a little fake golden like hummingbird like appears hovering above it. She does like a little minor image.
Huh.
Yeah, so.
That's really neat.
So sorry, I'm not very good talking to people.
I'm not either.
Oh. Motley pair.
So
Awkward pet. That's so cute.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, for the sake of avoiding said snapping crocodiles, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Sure.
Super fast.
Mhm.
And then... So is the goal to start scouring the edge of the lake then? See if we can find any clues or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to look for like stones sticking out of hedges or vines and look things that have markings on them.
Okay, just to give you guys an image, you're kind of at the bank of this huge, murky lake that goes on farther than you can actually see.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you is a vast swamp forest with the imagery that I provided you guys earlier. The lake is kind of due east, and the rest of it is like north, south, and west is kind of where the area around it is.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like the tree line, see if there's any like stonework anywhere to indicate?
Make a perception check. And then, did you want to do something, Rowan?
Well, that was along the lines of what I was trying to find, like, because something about it, I remember it like being in the lake, like rising out.
Yeah,
lake.
that's what I
And
was
so
thinking.
I wanted to go check the perimeter of the lake, or at least as far as we could. You'd say, like, so is it we can't see all the way across because of just how darn big the lake is, or we can't see across because
It's
of
so murky.
It's
Yeah.
just the
On the
general murkiness of the atmosphere.
Yes, you're not really made for this kind of environment. So, like again, you stick your hand in, your hand disappears.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It makes the water a lot thicker too. It'd be considered tough terrain while you're swimming in it.
Well, no. So just go.
I know you went to go up. It's just information.
Yeah.
That's just how thick it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Dummy, some would
3
say.
C's.
I assume I don't have favored terrain. Forest mound underneath.
No, swamp I wouldn't consider a forest. Trees are more intermittent in patches here. So it's a swampy forest, but I would say probably not for the purpose of this. Plus, I think swamp is another thing you can select. As
I think it
terrain.
is. I just
Yeah.
wanted to double check.
18.
18. And you were looking at the tree line for stonework, correct?
Yeah, or just anything that seems out of place.
Out of place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give you something.
Okay. Cool.
So, as you're looking at kind of the tree line and a few yards between it, you do find a large brazier, which is like this big old bucket thing that usually people light fires in. It's kind of built into the ground. It's actually some metal work. It looks like it's like rusty and decayed, and it's like leaning halfway into a stream. It's like 7 feet tall. It's really big. It's like 7 feet tall, 10 feet wide. And inside it, there's like ash and burnt wood.
Interesting. Any
Sorry?
languages inscribed on it or anything like that?
You were over by the bank.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. And then I think you had something. You had something you want to do there? Yes.
Well, just my goal was to either fly up and see if I can get a better viewpoint, or
Sure. Where are
go
you?
around the perimeter of the lake.
Yeah,
to
you
see
can
if
totally
the-
scout around. Where are you looking?
The goal is to stay within 10 feet of the shore.
Sure. Keep in mind as you're flying is about as exerting as running is.
Okay.
Okay, like you're pretty fit, but like as you fly, you probably would make some frequent stops, and
Okay.
you don't have infinite
Yeah,
flight
yeah,
endurance.
For sure.
Yeah, and where are you looking?
I'm gonna see. So how far is this do?
You don't know
No, because I
yet.
don't see that brazier. I will. I don't know. Head. I guess along the east.
So you're gonna go, like, around it?
Around the lake. as
Okay.
best I can.
And looking where? Like into the water, into the trees?
I'm not gonna be able to see a darn thing in the water. I don't think. Try to see if I can find something. That was similar to what I was looking for, so I'm not gonna say I'm looking for another brazier, but just something along that kind of shoreline in between the lake and the trees. That kind of little spit of land.
Okay, yes. So you're flying off of your shore to look around the other shores.
Yes.
Sure. Let's make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the only person who's understood me since I became quiet, and I'm gonna be like,
You're not silenced right now.
"Oh, I'm not."
Yeah, you walked away from.
Yeah. I don't know yet. I didn't know for a minute.
No, I'll give this to you. You haven't been silenced for a while.
Sora comes over to me and starts
If
going
you
like
walk
this.
far away enough for Mr. Reginald, the spell ends.
We should go.
Oh.
We should go over there.
So before you go, can I get a piece of
Just a
chocolate?
9.
A 9?
Yeah,
I can't give
that's-
anything to you.
I get
But
any-
you do see occasionally there's
first
like
time.
subtle movements in the water. There's definitely crocodiles in this area, which is something to look out for. Alligators aren't usually as like threatening or a little more or dangerous,
Yeah.
even though they're strong. But crocodiles are the ones they'll hunt you down.
I can't turn into a crocodile. I look good.
Does my, because I have a fun little Allen thing, is the 120 dark vision as compared to the 60-foot dark vision. Any extra perks from that? Anything? else I can-
Not right now because it's daytime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll keep that in mind.
Because I thought it was like the extra murky, like I thought it was just like a kind of almost like thick foggy or like dark kind of cloud cover aspect to it.
Yes and no. It's
Not
more
the way that it would-
obscured.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yes.
From the bank, can I just look out and see if anything looks like any kind of shadow or
To the water?
anything, like above, like water level? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
So you want to stand next to the lake, look
Nope,
out
not
at the
super
lake.
next to it. Don't put me right next to it. I want like a good
10 feet.
10 feet away from the water.
10 feet?
And I want to be able to look out and just see if
10
there's
feet is
any...
reach. Do 15.
In the water.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Anywhere between 10 to 15.
You guys are freaking out at these perception checks. You have to be specific.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle.
Just a perception, right?
I would like to investigate the thing I found.
18.
Well, I'm getting around to everybody. There's more. It's a big.
I didn't. I mean,
Big look, list of people at the party.
I know.
I'm sorry.
So many.
18.
18. On the water surface itself, not much. You do see like groups of bugs occasionally, like locusts, and sometimes there's like a little like a little fish coming up or something. Or yes, Tavlor.
Can I walk up to Mr. Reginald?
Sure. He's looking up into tree leaves right now.
Question, Doctor.
Oh gosh.
Last time you were here, where was the entrance, as you know?
I didn't see the entrance.
I thought you went...
No, they didn't let us.
You didn't see what direction they went or anything.
Where were the druids?
No, they did. They said it
collected?
wasn't cool.
Where,
They wanted to check it out first.
Where were the druids at when you... Did you gather any... Did it seem like they were anywhere protecting a specific spot individually? Or just the lake as a whole?
It's the lake somewhere, I think. I mean, it probably comes out from the lake or the sky or something, because it's not here, or it's invisible. Maybe here.
Pardon me.
Interesting.
Here, 1 second. Shoots like an extremely powerful energy blast that goes right by Toras's head. Kind of like cuts through, like there's like a huge like waft of like bugs that were flying there that just drop into the water. It's not invisible.
Okay. What were you just looking at in the tree? Anything specific?
I've been just studying the environment. He's been walking around with his hands behind his back.
My back? Scary. Alright.
I was thinking
Thank
he
you,
was
Doctor.
missing being a
I'm just
squirrel.
going to climb into whatever tree he's observing, and I'm just going to try and use it as a vantage point.
Impressive. He's gonna keep walking.
Kevin's gonna speak up. So is this like a speak friend and enter type of situation, or
I don't understand the reference.
you know, you just like is there like a word or a spell or like a something we're supposed to like say maybe in a specific language or?
Penelope's gonna. You said you do. That's who you've been kind of hanging out with. Penelope's gonna close her eyes and she opens them again and they're gold. I'm not sure. Not quite. Hang on. She kind of approaches the edge of the water near where Toraz is.
I'm gonna walk with her and try and.
This is a very interesting lake.
How so?
The entire lake is magical, but it's trying to be hidden. The effects. Be very hard to see. I see it.
What do you see?
It is magical. She casts detect magic.
What do you know? Like what kind of?
School of wizardry it comes from.
I can.
Would anyone like to do anything while I look?
Do I
Can
overhear
I
this
walk over to
conversation?
Sora?
Yeah, can I investigate my thing?
Yeah, I want to walk over with Sora.
You're in the tree and you see everyone going around. You want to go where Sora? No one really sees where Sora was. She was
I
by
went
herself.
up to her
she
and I
came
said,
up to me and told me
"Let's
where she was
go
going.
look
Oh,
at this
okay.
thing
Sorry. I thought
found."
you were still over at the bank.
Yeah, I was trying to get everyone's attention. Let's
Yeah.
go look at this thing I found over here. I found something.
How would you like to investigate it?
Does Penelope still have detect magic on?
Yeah, but she's busy and not where you are.
Oh, I thought she went over next to.
To
The
me, she was by me.
Yeah,
water.
yeah,
Yes, but
so-
she went over. You guys are in very different locations.
Okay.
Oh.
You either have Torres or you don't have Torres. You have Torres right now, not Penelope. This is what you got to work with.
There you go.
All right.
Calliope,
Happy you don't.
Theola, Imogen, and Wilbur are sticking with you, so their talents are at your disposal.
Okay.
She's kind of just like sitting and looking around at all the things and like not really seeming to know how to go about investigating it. But she's gonna start poking around the water.
God, Diola, Imogen, and Wilbur are all watching you as you pick up a stick and like poke at the water. Diola's like takes out her glaive and starts poking at the water, investigating the brazier.
Yeah, I wanted to look for something with repeated use, like something that's been like a stone that's been touched quite a bit, or a place in the ground that's been sat in quite a bit, or something like that.
Make a nature check. Actually, let's do a survival check. Sorry.
Okay. That's good. I'm proficient in that one. 17. I think it's my best one.
17. No, it looks like this. I mean, you can kind of discern that this used to be sitting flat, and just like the changing of the world and the swamp has caused it to kind of start leaning more towards in this bay. But you can't really see inside of it unless you like climb up and go in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
just
that.
to let you know like the kind of the scope of this thing. You want to crawl inside of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of ash, a lot of black and gray ash and burnt wood in this thing.
Do I see anything else?
Anything else? How?
Well, I just mean when I climb up in it, does that give me any more information, or just
I just gave you the information. There's ash. There's like little bits of burnt wood.
Does it look like people kind of sat around it, or does it look like the whole thing is filled with fire?
It's kind of big for people to sit around it. Looks like maybe people put flames in here previously.
All right.
What do you guys?
Well,
like
I
the
see-
next thing to do is put flames in it and see what happens.
I'm gonna walk
This
over
is
to
your
wherever
chance.
they are.
I don't have any fire. I need your chance. Okay, I'm gonna start collecting firewood.
Abjuration.
Oh.
Abjuration.
Abjuration is the school of magic.
I was gonna say Kevin was probably gonna try and cast Identify, just to try and help.
Okay.
I don't know if it would.
That's kind of this is kind of an environmental thing, whereas Identify is used on items.
That's fair.
It's an object usually.
Like,
I wouldn't consider like a lake you could use as an object.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm collecting dry pieces of wood, the driest I can find, and filling the place where fire is supposed to happen, so that you can make kindling and have something to light.
Or you can just call me over and
I'm
I can.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a survival check with disadvantage.
Should we roll for initiative
Well,
now
you
or later?
usually you just don't really like have. You've never really done this before, like with kindling.
There are steps to this process.
I'm in so much trouble.
How about this? Grab,
14.
Sure.
did Rowan at least hear when Sora called?
Tablet.
If you want to go over there, you can.
Okay.
You guys have all the time in the world.
You do see me very
Rather-
slowly putting
okay.
twigs in
Okay. Rather than taking this the complex route, just get a big old pile of standard wood and I'll throw a fireball at it and we'll see what
That's
happens.
what I'm doing.
You don't
I'm
need to
putting
do
wood.
the kindling. We don't need to
Well,
do the...
I just wanted to make sure that
Big
we have
sticks, everybody.
But
Big
it's
sticks.
a swamp, so there's a lot of like wet wood, and it
Big
won't light
dry
on fire.
sticks, everybody.
That's what I tried, but that's what I'm
Big
doing.
dry sticks.
She has already gathered this. She's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like in her arms as you're saying this.
In we go.
Okay, I put the wood,
Okay.
and I'm like,
Stand back, everybody.
You're casting firebolt.
Firebolt? No.
What are you casting?
Fireball.
Okay.
Stand.
Oh, Lord.
Don't have any other. Well, I would scorching ray might be worth a shot.
scorching ray is good fire stuff.
Raise of fire, yeah, it would probably have a similar, probably less destructive effect. So I think I'm gonna go with scorching ray rather.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
He really wanted me to struggle.
This wood has an AC of 18.
Don't kill us when you're wanting to make fire!
Stand back, everybody.
I'll never do it again.
I did not place this here in reaction to the last episode. By the way.
He really feels that way.
Okay, you got this.
All right, ranged spell attack.
believe-
First one.
Oh
is,
my-
It's on the floor.
First one's awful. 5 on the die, which
5 actually does not hit.
Well, 5 on the die. 13.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
13.
That hits.
Nat 1.
Wait, what's the nat 1 plus?
Nat 1 plus 8.
Oh, yeah, hits.
A 9. And then in the 4 on the die, which is 12.
It has the same armor class as a gelatinous cube. I use gelatinous cube AC for standard objects.
Heck
Yeah, you hit it with fire. I will say the impact of a ray of fire
It scatters
with
it
the
all
power of
the
the
time.
arcane
Yeah.
definitely blows up the nicely made teepee made by Sora. As the pieces of this scatter, some of them like do stay on the inside of the brazier and hit against the sides of the metal. So you hear like a and those are like cindering. The rest of them just fly out everywhere. The kindling does burn, but immediately dissipates as it's just scattered everywhere.
Do I have any coals in there at least to work off of if we added more things to it? And
So
it's just
as
starting a fire?
you do that, the ash and the pieces of wood that were there did kind of like scatter from the explosion.
Mhm.
But then you see it reform,
Oh.
and it goes exactly in the same place as it was before that.
Is
You
it
see
on
little
fire?
pieces of sand like, poof, and it's like it rewinds back to its original spot. Every little grain of ash.
Penelope! This looked an awful lot like time magic to me. Could you perhaps take a gander at this?
She's pretty far.
She's over with Kevin doing
far.
other stuff.
Okay.
You're a wizard.
That is true. Well, the only problem is this dunce didn't ever take detect magic.
How far away is she?
You just have to go over. If you really want to wait for Penelope to do all your work for you, you can.
Well, it's
I'm
just,
gonna run
it's
over.
just I can make an Arcana check.
Sure, you see this happen. You've been
Yeah,
keeping
I'm
a
gonna
lookout.
run over and be like, guys, I lived in the forest for a while. I could just light a fire in there.
I mean,
Go pick
I
up
can
more
make an
sticks.
Arcana check. I just know that you would rather it
Ignores
be a
him
detect
completely.
magic to try to investigate.
Cool, guys.
But can I make an Arcana check to look into this?
Sorry, sniper number 2.
Sure. Before you do that, make a perception check
Okay.
as you're investigating this.
Double check.
Oh wow, dog water 4.
Okay, you can make an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh man, you guys. Oh, even wowza! Okay, so Arcana thankfully is +8, so that's a 10.
10. So,
Just rolled 2 2s in a row.
yeah, I can't give you anything.
I know.
So low.
That figures.
All right. Is there enough kindling in after she started putting it back?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Yeah, so you come take a. What's your passive perception?
12.
Great. So, as you come and look over at this brazier, you do see that it's a picture. It's definitely a picture. The ash and the pieces of burnt wood and kindling, apart from the ones that are currently lit, it's almost a letter.
The ashes?
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost a letter. Like if there was just like one connecting line between two spots, it would look exactly like the draconic word for fire.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna clear it. Other than what was reformed, I'm just gonna take a twig and just connect.
Just a twig.
Just what a piece of wood, whatever.
Okay. I mean, it would probably be
Or-
one that's cindered anyway from the last explosion.
Okay.
Sure. You put the kindling there. Can I have you 3 make a dexterity saving throw?
Of course.
Yay!
Who's 3? Am I 3? No,
All
you're-
right.
These aren't great for me.
As Tabor comes up and like, what do you guys do? Oh.
26.
That's an 8. Man, I'm
16?
rolling really poorly. right now.
You two are safe as this marking like glows red, and there's like a immense heat that immediately comes off it. You two jump out of the brazier without saying a word. Rowan's like, I'm sorry, what was that?
It singed his feathers.
It alights in magical flames as there's a brief smell of chicken in the air. As Rowan, you take 15 points of fire damage.
Oh, 15? 1-5?
15 points of fire damage.
I heard 50 for a second. Panicked.
That's a lot of fire damage. That's like a
That's a
dragon's
lot of
breath.
That's a lot of damage. Okay, cool.
And it's just burning with no wood or kindling or anything. It's just this magically made fire.
Did anything with the lake change?
You weren't looking at the lake. You were in the forest.
I'm asking you.
You were over on the bench.
I'm asking Sora wants to look and see if anything's changed with the
Kevin, you notice.
Yes.
I was gonna say
Kevin.
this is probably this burst of flame is probably very noticeable.
No, I mean not where you are. It's in the
Did you hear it,
trees.
right, I guess?
But you were looking out at the lake as just like this wave of orange appears from like the center of it and just kind of goes out in a ring. There's like a. Huh. Yeah.
Gee,
Um,
you saw it too.
It's,
Where's that coming from? Do it? I love that. Am I able to deduce where that?
they communicate almost exclusively in stutters and grunts.
Am I able to deduce like the source of this, or
It kind of went over all the lake, and it even like came over almost like a small wave and stopped at the end of the same.
Okay. Is there? Do we see anything just erupting out of the lake like a building or a temple?
No.
Or no?
After a few moments over here, the flame does turns
there's
off.
more of them, and we have to turn them all
Like a
on
moment.
at the same time.
That's what I was just. So it seems like it's time. First off, how far away is the tree line from the lake, distance-wise, or how far away is the Brazil?
You guys are like, I don't know, like 80, 90 feet from the edge of the lake from where you are.
And is there a consistent tree line all the way around that we can try to follow?
Not
to find
really.
more
It's
braziers?
just like sometimes it's plainy, sometimes it's swamps. There's streams that go into the lake and beyond.
I'm gonna turn into a falcon
Sure.
to get advantage on perception.
Okay.
And go around and try to find more.
More of the brazier specifically.
Yeah, or just things that look like little campsites or stuff like that
Make a perception
around
check
the
with
rest.
advantage. Is there anything else the rest of you would like to do? Calliope, you have done 0 things.
Can I?
You guys have been
The water.
poking at the water with your army of diverse classes.
Can I summon my Drake?
Don't. This isn't working.
Reagan doesn't want to play this puzzle.
I am beat. Can I summon my Drake?
Sure.
I love Calliope in this puzzle.
All right, guys,
Poking
what's it
with water.
Tree. What should we make that?
Green.
Which one would make him green of acid?
Acid.
All right, acid. Let's make him an acid dragon.
Okay. Little green drake appears with like a scarf around you.
Cool. All right, Drake. What direction are you flying on the lake? Not now. We'll get to that. I have something for you. Just wait. What is Sora just flying over the lake?
It's a bird. You didn't, yeah.
Are you flying in a specific direction? Are you looking on a
Can
specific
my
side?
animals always be black in color? Can I have that distinction as a source as a
Okay.
druid? Okay.
Yeah. If the animal can call for it, sure.
Okay, cool. I just wanted that as a character
Are
thing.
you looking at a specific side of the lake?
I'm going like all the way around looking for these
From the
different.
How about this?
Which
Going-
direction did you go?
Let's say I went counterclockwise
Then-
from wherever I
All
am.
right, I'm gonna send my Drake
I would
clockwise.
be north.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send my Drake
South.
clockwise.
Yes. Okay.
To look for these things. Just report back when you find something.
Starts going off and it's.
What's his
small
flying speed?
I think it's 50.
How big is he right now?
40.
My flying speed's 160.
He's tiny. Neck pillow size.
Holy shit, there's a dragon!
So you hear a voice from behind you. Lycanskide. You hear Mr. Reginald called Imogen. She kind of turns around.
Ooh.
Yes? It's a curious name. Yes, you mentioned my father earlier. Ooh, yeah, right, crazy. Yeah, your father. You know, I was thinking of, the threads, of course. But tell me, what is dear old dad up to nowadays? That's a great question. Well, why do you want to know? I'm just so curious about your father, the Source Supreme, and the magical powers he possesses.
Curious what you're hanging.
You know, if I knew, I would tell you. I haven't heard from him since I was a little girl. Oh, me neither. Not a little girl, of course, but...
Runs in the family a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you tell me about your family? I'm very interested.
Oh, like I said, Threads is actually her brother, and he's very fashionable.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you can give me a coupon.
Mr. Reginald, let him.
Yeah. This squirrel thing is a little hazy, in fairness.
You talked to his assistant about giving him
So,
more
when's
outfits.
the last time you heard or saw Dad? Childhood? Really? Yes, and then he left my family without a trace, and all my brothers and sisters. Those of us who weren't already dead or taken. Ah, man. What a great guy. I miss him,
He was swell.
Where's your mother then?
Don't really care.
Is she not nice?
She is a little bit useless.
Oh. How so? I'm sorry.
We've talked about this.
I know. I'm sorry.
She just doesn't do much.
Well, I'm...
River. Theola says. She spears like a like a little frog on the end of her glaive.
Well, it's nice that kind of most of your siblings are okay now, like Fiola's back.
It's strange that he doesn't want to be found, isn't it? He brings it back into the conversation. I mean, I myself have tried locating him by magical means. I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Maybe he's not alive anymore.
Dead people are easier to find than Calcan Lichen Sky. Either he's stuck or he doesn't want to be found.
It would be crazy if we found Calgan Megan's guy here.
And your sister, she's got a lot of connections too. She's never found
Which one?
How many do you have again?
Look, I think we should focus on finding the Dragon Temple.
Hey, Rowan! What do you see up there?
No, I'm not up there anymore. I'm too
you're
busy. I got my face.
He didn't
That's
find anything.
that's
What was
my
your
Drake,
perception
that's not
check,
Rowan.
Falcon?
22.
22.
Oh, sorry!
No.
We haven't find anything else?
No,
Look it up,
no
I
other.
think.
Everything else was very swampy. No other campfires or camps or anything like that.
If I circle back to the cup, that's what I think of it as, is there a new letter or word there?
The cup?
Yeah, the
brazier.
Yeah, the brazier. Is
Can
there
I
a
go
new...
and check as well?
Sure. It's exactly the same except for your twig is gone.
But
thing you
it's still
connected it with?
missing? Was your twig on fire when you put it in
Yeah,
there?
it was cindered.
How long did that fire burn for?
Like 6 seconds.
Do we have to keep the fire going?
Can I readjust it with the cinders and ash again to form fire again?
Do you just want to do it again?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
see if maybe anything happens over the lake while they're at.
Okay, you put it down.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Please tell me that Rowan is farther back this time.
You're not there.
Good.
Okay, cool.
Thank goodness.
15.
15 just succeeds as you hop out of the brazier. Lights again. Lasts about 6 seconds. Goes out. Your twig doesn't really burn. It disintegrates.
Okay. Does my Drake notice anything over the lake other than the whatever special?
Make a perception check for your drink.
Can I, peck into Tavlor's bag and pull a torch out?
No,
Why?
because you're a bird.
So?
Sure. You don't.
Would anyone like
You
to?
cannot
Would anyone like to try
I'm
something
imagining
new?
like a-
Yes, Torres.
Can I walk over to Penelope and just, hey, are you finding anything over here?
Penelope's over with Kevin right now
Right
by
by the edge. So
shore.
just asking you guys what you guys.
But the water is magical. There was like a big, there's a big whoosh.
Just like that?
Yes. That's a magical term, of course.
Whoosh. Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's misinformation. I'm just-
Taylor's definitely writing that down.
Again.
We're gonna sing it. Whoosh. Magical term. Whoosh.
Do you think it's safe? Do you guys know what it is?
It's abjuration magic? I don't know.
Which
what
makes
that is.
sense. It's something. It's protecting.
Penelope, if I brought you closer, could you break it? Could you?
Oh, well, I don't. I'm not sure. It's kind of the environment. I can't touch it and dispel it as normal magical objects work. But if I maybe had the source of it in particular, I could. But that also could make it so whatever sort of ritual we were supposed to do as the druids did might not work. So I think that'd be a little risky.
I'm just thinking something that won't disintegrate.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
that
something
might burn
that
longer. Will that
keeps the
affect?
flame.
Does
It has to
chocolate burn?
stay there. Do we? Yes, chocolate burns. Oh, you said there was metal and stuff, right?
It was made of metal.
Is there
It's
like,
like a grate.
is there like a
I'll
steel,
stand
like
in it.
piece of
I'm
steel
fire
anywhere?
No, you didn't find anything similar.
Would a python work? Aren't they like metal and like a piton?
To what?
To put there so that it stays. Oh, I guess I can't light it on fire though, unless I had heat metal, which I
No,
don't.
you just.
Can I
That's not the
stand in
point.
it?
You guys
doesn't
need
have to be
more.
on fire.
You guys don't have enough information.
We
You
need
guys
more
need to find
information.
things.
Yeah.
I think the
Can
mat.
Calliope?
Didn't we?
Hold on, let's let Calliope do a thing and I'll come to you.
Go ahead.
Like really close to the water?
I'm really worried about that fake girl's face.
Yeah. You don't really see anything.
Okay.
What?
She's going to. Can she dive in?
Calliope! I'm just
That's all I
imagining
wanted someone to
this
do.
montage of
Okay, you
people
dive in.
doing-
Yeah.
Clothes and equipment at all?
No.
What?
On the shore. I'll leave like my bag folding on the shore.
Okay. Dive into the water. What's up? Well. Dive in.
And I'm trying to feel around for something that might.
Shield of
You
faith.
can't see anything.
Yeah. So she's like swimming and trying to like feel around for the bottom.
Okay.
She's trying to like go.
How deep are you going in this water?
Well, she's trying to like feel the bottom of the shore to see if like anything was dropped.
It
in the
gets
water
deeper.
A long time
So you
ago.
don't-
You're
Dove in and
staying
you
in the
started-
shallow end.
No, she keeps going down
Okay.
How far down?
How far into this lake are
until
you
she
going?
feels something.
You're.
She's gonna feel like she needs to pass out.
Make a perception check as you feel things.
Oh my god.
Is she feeling a crocodile?
You feel a bunch of scales against your hand.
Those things tick like a having a toothless moment and she doesn't
You
even
feel
know it.
24 points.
Um,
23.
yeah, I have to. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
You're 100% going to be attacked with this crocodile-infested water.
Is it only? I thought. What?
He said, "Watch out for
I
crocodiles."
Mr. Reginald said, watch out for the crocodiles. Rowan found a bunch of crocodiles in the water. Calliope, I'm going to go underwater for a really long time and move around and see what I
I'm
feel.
gonna see how deep I can get in this water
I'm
that I
glad
can see
someone did it because I was
nothing
gonna do it
in.
next.
I know. I didn't have any other ideas.
That was all that it came to
To
me.
light
so.
the fire again while she's in the water.
That's what I was more curious about doing, or at least having something.
So you
interact
feel a
with.
sharp pain in your lower leg as you just feel a bite and you're being drugged through the water.
Ah, can she like?
You take 11 piercing damage.
Okay, can she grab the
We
crocodile?
have dimension door.
You don't need to grab the crocodile. You're grappled. You are underwater being drugged by a crocodile. Make a Constitution saving throw as you're trying to hold your breath too.
Does anybody see any bubbles or anything? Like,
Is it
on top of
splashing or
the
is she
water?
so deep it doesn't affect the top level?
What is the
That's the magic.
It's gonna be 15.
15. Okay, you're still holding your breath, but you are like bleeding in the water, being drugged by this crocodile.
Can she like try to pry its jaws off her leg?
No.
You're going to try to pry the jaw from the
Crocodile.
crocodile?
What else am I supposed to do?
Okay, I need you to make
Door out of the water.
I need you to make a strength
No,
saving throw with
can't breathe.
disadvantage.
What if Wilbur goes in?
He doesn't know.
You're right. What do we see up top?
She went deeper in the water. The water that you can't see past your hand.
Has it been a worrisome amount of time?
9.
No, it's been 6 seconds. I mean, it's since bitten, so I'd say like 30 seconds. 9? Yeah, you're unable to break free. You're gonna take another 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna do dimension door.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's
not a good response.
lake with a crocodile attached to her
It's coming with you.
Dimension door out of the water.
Rick, just
It's 500
just
feet.
a fun fact. Crocodiles have a bite force of 3,700.
There's the other one now. I can't turn into them.
If you ever get bitten by an alligator or crocodile in real life,
You're
all you
keeping
know is
your
it
leg
has
because
to
this
not
crocodile
be
has chosen to keep it attached.
You
to you.
minus 6
try to
more?
poke it in the
How many
eyes.
more did he say?
I missed the damage. We were talking about
What was the
crocodiles.
damage?
Okay, so it
15
is
and then 11.
So you're doing.
Yeah.
No, it was 11 and then 6.
Oh, that's what
That's what the 6.
So you're dimension dooring out.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Out of the water.
Back to where you were.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a willing creature, so.
It's coming with you. At least there's people up there who can
Wait,
help
hold on.
No,
on.
honestly, I'll say for the purpose of this, since you're not intending to take this thing with you, I'll let you dimension door
But
without
it's
this
so
crocodile.
It says you can bring along creatures.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm not going to bring it with you. So you appear again next to Wilbur, Imogen, Theola, just screaming and holding your bloody. You're bleeding a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
In fact, I'm gonna give you an extra D4 of damage with just because you're profusely
Can I
bleeding.
use cure wounds on myself?
Yeah, you just appear like screaming, and they're like, ah! What is happening?
So we
Take an
all
extra
hear
2
it?
points of damage before you heal yourself.
Okay.
I'm assuming I would hear.
Yeah, we all
Yes.
hear it. Like, oh my gosh.
What the hell just happened?
We've done nothing this session for.
I'm really
Two
trying.
fires.
You can't find
I took
anything.
so many checks of perception.
You can't be mad at us.
What's matter you? How you doing? What level cure wounds did you use?
Level 1.
Okay.
So now I'm at 54. Has it stopped the bleeding?
Yeah, it'll stop the bleeding. What would the rest of you like to do?
Did either did Rowan know that there were people watching the lake while the fire was going?
Yeah. Sure. That
Okay.
can be.
Did anybody see something in particular out of the ordinary occur?
All three of you start kind of describing the whoosh with your hands.
It did the whooshy whoosh with the.
Okay.
It's true. There was a whoosh.
So here's what I would like to propose. At least to try to get a better look. Either we send our falcon friend over to the center of the lake where this ripple effect occurred from.
I'm on his shoulder because I want to be a bird on a bird.
Okay.
This is surreal.
Bird on bird pride.
Hi there. Okay.
I definitely would like lead into pets.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. Rowan seems like visibly disturbed by this moment. So, what I'll have you do, Tabor, if you could try to activate this spell again.
You got it.
But,
Spell where?
oh yes, that's the other half of this puzzle. Oh, great. There is this brazier that we found that if he completes this rune in the ashes with a stick, it creates what did you say? The draconic word?
It is the draconic symbol for fire.
I know that
Yeah,
language.
Yeah, sure.
Basically.
Hooray.
Can I do another sweep around the lake? Staying a little closer.
I need you for this.
Why fire? This is Imogen. A very swampy place.
Yeah. Maybe for
We
the
need to burn down the
dragons.
swamp.
I mean, Sarok was a green in the text, so
I know, I saw that.
Correct.
yes. So
Would
fire
where
just
one
stands out to
stick
be
goes,
strange to me.
Change the word.
Is that something I know?
What?
Can I rearrange
I feel so
the-
dumb.
Why do you feel dumb?
Just like not noticing. We're in a swamp and it's a fire thing. I
Oh.
don't know. That feels.
Can I
That feels like it should have been so.
Can I rearrange the ashes to spell a different rune?
You can certainly try. I'll tell you right now. As you move the ashes, wherever you stop moving them, they immediately like.
Go back to the. Okay.
Is there not one place you could like add a stick and it changes what the rune means? Just one spot? Okay.
Torres?
So it's up.
I have water walk to help anybody who wants to go out into it.
Okay.
But
Great,
stay
give me
on
a
the surface level.
Water walk.
Water walking.
Cool. You guys want to go out on top of the water?
Yeah, it's
I can
still
take 10
crocodile
up to 10
infested.
I'm going to bond the Admiral Blade into my hand
I thought you might.
and very carefully
Okay.
walk out and start looking
Okay.
for other
Yeah.
Braziers.
Braziers.
Yeah.
braziers.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I will go. Well, they're walking. I'll try to see if I can just get an aerial view of whatever happens to the lake.
Okay.
Or
You want to get an aerial view of the lake?
Yeah.
Make a make a perception check.
Okay.
And then you guys, or what do you guys? You just want to look at the
We're
lake?
walking to the wishy wish.
Should my Drake ever
Okay.
find
You guys
anything?
can make a perception check with advantage. Your Drake did not find anything. Okay.
Finally, 21.
21. What languages do you speak?
I speak Infernal and Sylvan and Common.
So the same
Okay, make a history check.
roll together.
I have to speak
Infernal's kinda
so
cool.
many languages.
18. So as you're flying up and you're looking at the lake, and then like where this lake connects to all the streams of the other lakes, it reminds you a lot of the shape of the fire in the brazier, just in the patterns, but you can't quite place it. I'm talking like the shape of like the streams connecting into the forest.
Oh! I'm gonna fly back down and get Tavlor's attention and try to get him to bring his Drake up with me so we can see if this.
You can just
spells
talk to
anything.
him.
Oh yeah, we have the thingies! Tavlor, come up here!
Okay, I'm gonna summon my Drake back.
You don't have to resummon him; it's always there unless it dies.
Well, I just figured he was flying.
Sure.
Out, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
carry him
I'm
back.
flying up with
Yeah.
flying pals.
Sure, you fly up with Tavlor and point this out to him. He's right. It's definitely draconic. It's very close to the draconic rune of water.
Very close.
There's
to
just
that.
one small little break between two streams that are going adjacent that don't quite meet.
I think it's going to be the same
just
effect
have
that
to
we had
connect
when
the
we
water.
reconnected. You just need to connect
Like
the
dig
water
a
in
trench
there.
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Let's go down there.
Okay.
I'm gonna let everyone know what we're doing with our rings or earrings or whatever. So.
Sure.
Great.
Are we?
We have
Watch for
perception.
anything weird.
Dig, 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 dig,
Pause.
dig.
Secret.
Our perception was 16.
You can't really see anything, but as far as you know, no crocs.
Cool. Are we?
Groggy.
Are we close to? Was the general direction of
The wishy.
the break in the water? Was that?
That wasn't communicated to you, but you did see Rowan and Tavlor. Oh, I guess you heard it in here. You just saw them flying down south.
Okay.
It's in a completely different place from this. The brazier. It seems almost random.
Okay.
Let's go down and I guess how big of a gap is it?
Like a foot.
Oh, awesome. Exactly.
Yeah.
So just kind of.
Well, like I'll say like 5 feet,
Let's just have my
enough
Drake
to where you'd be able to
dig
spot
out.
it.
Before
As it's scooping, as it finishes scooping the water, there's like a glisten effect where it almost cleans the water for a second. Then your Drake like slams his fist up, like frustrated that all of its hard work was just redone. Yes.
We have to find a way to do all of these things at the same time.
I was gonna
If
say,
I
Hold on. Let's just
Sorry.
give
because
Amber
I
more.
flew up with them, so
Yeah.
I'm just still up in the air.
Uh-huh.
I just want to look for any more things that look like ruins. You know,
Okay.
just anywhere.
Make a perception
Fly
check.
down, up, around.
Yeah.
Natural 20? So 27.
Why'd you roll 2 dice?
Because
Oh,
I'm
advantage.
a falcon.
So on the shoreline, very close to Calliope, there is definitely a dig out of sand
Oh.
on the beach you guys were on.
That says it's the draconic symbol for Earth.
Is that the only one I see?
Yes. What language do you speak? You
I
speak
s-
Draconic. You know where this is going.
I don't speak
Okay,
Draconic.
you wouldn't know what it is, but it's
It looks like more
it's-
symbols.
It's similar to the symbols you've seen now.
Okay, I wanna I'll undo my bird form.
Okay.
So go to the ground and just earring So there's another symbol-looking thing on the beach over here, tableau with.
It's like
one
30
that can
feet
speak
from the rest of the group.
Oh, Kevin! Do I see Kevin?
Kevin's standing in the middle of the lake.
Kevin, you speak dragon? Is it
Yeah, it's
okay to
kind of like
assume
my first
that?
language.
Kevin, itchy ear. Itchy ear. Requires touch.
People who speak Draconic.
We've got like some draconic symbols, so people who speak draconic would be very useful right
Where?
now. Oh, well, there's
Over by
one.
you, I
There's
presume?
one in
Okay.
this place that I'm describing to you in great detail. One in this place that I'm also describing to you in great detail, and this place.
Okay, great.
One of those three. I feel like all people who speak
Great
draconic should go to those places.
Okay.
So you described in great detail as one with fire. Hey, we know somebody that's probably resistant to fire damage. Hey, maybe you should go over there.
I can do that.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the brazier with the
I'm
fire
gonna go
one?
to the brazier.
Are you hanging out at
I'm
the water
chilling
one?
with Drake at the.
Okay, I will tell you, it does take your Drake some time to dig that out.
Okay.
So timing will be pretty difficult if you're trying to get it in those same 6 seconds as you planned before, if that's the method you want to do that.
I will
Why
have
don't
to
we-
sort out.
Why don't we try this new one first and see what the new one does on its own?
I can also fly up and try to coordinate like the 1, 2, 3 go. Or we could just say 1, 2, 3 go.
Sounds great.
I don't have to fly. We
What
can just
do-
say 1,
what
2,
do
3 go.
What do I see when I
It's
go
like someone dug it out in the sand with their hands, like
Perfect.
around?
really 30 feet away from where you've all been the entire time.
I hate when this happens.
No one looked at the. I think someone looked at the. Actually, specifically, all the shores except for the ones you guys saw. That was Rowan.
What does
That's
this
my
one look like?
goat.
What does this one look like?
It's very close to the draconic rune for Earth.
Great.
Close to it?
Is
What's
there-
that?
There's like one little like diagonal missing in like this corner. They're all kind of boxy. There's like a diagonal missing in the corner. If you did that, it would say Earth. Right now, it kind of says Earth.
Nobody has like
I've had
move
this
earth
idea in my
or
head
anything
for
that we could just
this
do
whole
one
time
big
that
motion of undigging this.
Like all you would really have to do
This
is
is funny.
do this.
If I blow fire into the brazier, does that mean that it'll...
No, there's no kindling or wood
You have
or
to
set up
connect
for
the word.
or
You're connecting
magnesium.
the ash.
So I just
Form the
move
root.
it
over the
just
fire,
with the
fire
stick.
throwing
That's okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, let's try out the earth one first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There's like a yellow kind of glow that happens. And it fades, and then the sand reforms.
So is there one that probably looks like air or wind?
Wait.
What do the clouds look like?
Make a perception check. With advantage.
What's my perception? 15?
Oh! Yeah, there's definitely a small formation of clouds that aren't moving, and the rest of the clouds aren't moving, that have the symbol for air nearly. There's like a dot missing.
Is there
Storm sorcerer, that's your cue.
I know, but is there already wind up there? Because I can only rearrange.
There's already
existing
other
wind.
clouds, yes.
Right, but I can only redirect wind that already exists. I can't make wind happen. I don't have gust.
Yes.
So, is there already like
There's
an
always-
airstream?
There's always like oxygen.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna cast fly
Okay.
on myself and go up there.
Can I draw you the symbol for air so you know?
Yeah,
Speak
yeah,
Draconic?
yeah. You can. Really
Okay, I'll give you guys. This takes a bit of time.
Thanks.
I will say you now notice that Miss Original has been looking up in the clouds for like 20
What the freak?
Just hands in his pockets.
Does he speak Draconic?
Thanks for the help.
I had a.
That was
Oh yeah, man. No, it was a wide scale puzzle. Level 10.
So can we?
Oh, level 10 puzzle.
So I'm flying, but can we maybe dig everything in the trench except
Shaped
for like?
water would be a really creative way to do this cloud
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it would. Can we maybe dig like the whole trench, but like one?
leave it little.
Yeah, just leave
One
one
claw's
skin
worth.
thing, so you can just at one time go to
Drake
fill
doing
it.
Drake does it, so I'll just make him. Well, if I stop right before, it's gonna shift back, so the timing will be hard.
Okay.
This one is a quick one. That one's a quick one. I don't know about the cloud yet, but this one takes a minute to get. So it'll have to be on my cue.
Okay. We'll wait for your cue.
Can you test air to see how fast it'll take you?
Can I do it? Am I allowed to do it?
Yeah, I'll say it just takes an action.
You're nice to me.
Cool. All right.
Ah, 6 what? That's crazy.
Let's start. I'm gonna have Drake just start. Start getting go a little slower, but definitely keep movement. Go a little quicker than that, bud. Thank you. There we go.
Okay, yeah, I'll...
On your
Why don't you roll a finesse check for your Drake? So that's d20 plus your dex modifier, his dex modifier.
His dex modifier.
It's a homebrew
Eyes in the sky.
skill.
16.
Give us the cue.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say he's able to get it to where there's just like, you know, like when you're like moving like sand, you can make like a hole under the stand, so there's still, he's kind of doing that, so there's just a sliver of like soot and dirt in between that, and he's ready to just like,
Go!
just for funsies, what are you doing to set
Grab
the,
the little sticks that she put in pictures.
okay, just for funsy, finesse,
Cool. What is that?
This is Dex check.
D20 plus.
I won't make you roll, and then Arcana.
D20 plus what?
Dex modifier.
Go for it.
Just a straight roll.
How did the Drake do?
Okay, it's a minus
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah,
so 5 speed.
An Arcana roll.
He got another 16.
cool.
Oh,
How'd you do?
It's a trace. It's a
3, how'd you do?
18.
18. Yeah, you put it in like diagonally, and it just doesn't work.
Does something happen with all the three of us though?
Yeah, you get the same kind of similar light. I will say, I kind of forgot to mention, as you connected it, like all the water within like a mile glue, just a little bit of glue.
That's cool. Glow. Can we do it?
So yeah, it just doesn't work.
Guys, I got a little
Messed up.
I got a little dyslexia in draconic.
I saw 3 whooshes.
Alright, we go again.
I'm sorry. I'm
The
sorry.
swamp music did play for an hour.
We're doing so good.
All right. I'm ready. I'll be ready this time.
All right, roll it again. I'll give you advantage this time since you guys have had practice, and I want to move on.
Oh, this is the Drake's roll. He should be rolling his d20. Drake got nat 20.
Nice.
Do I have to
All of you do the rolls again except for Kevin. Kevin's is fine.
Literally just
Yeah. There's no skill involved.
with my dexterity or no?
Dex modifier.
13.
Great.
Dirty 20.
Wonderful!
We did it!
Okay.
6.
The kind of the whooshes that have been happening in the water turn into like kind of wave-like tremors. And they get stronger and stronger as it goes, and there's a rising out of the murky depths. You actually can see like crocodiles being like lifted up onto the side of this very dark, stony, overgrowth kind of building rising out of the water. You hear Mr. Reginald just kind of go, ah.
That's where
As it
it
rises,
was.
there's like 4 obelisks like coming out of this almost castle-like structure. Looks kind of like an ancient sort of citadel with like a spinning dragon kind of resting on each of the obelisks extending into the sky. There's like multi-level towers and this grand opening in the front and a staircase as it... And the staircase kind of extends really close to where Kevin, you are, as this dragon shrine just comes deep from the murky waves. You do kind of notice a bit of a countenance shift in Mr. Reginald as he kind of like, it sets in that this is kind of like a traumatic memory for him. Right then. That's where we're going to take a break. We done it! Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in a little
Solve
bit.
the puzzle.
Get a snack, get a drink, and see you in a bit. Goodbye!
That.
All right, welcome back. Thank you for that acapella arrangement of our of the theme, Reagan. That was really good. I liked it.
Thank you. It's cute.
Gotta remind me of the fishing in that sod I gave. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we played yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to Downstage Sentence. We just
hours
unearthed
expecting
the
that
Dragon Shrine we've been hearing about for a few episodes now, and this is allegedly or potentially where Calyx was born or kept as an egg, or we know there's some sort of secret with golden dragons in this Dragon Shrine in the vast swamp of Sarok, named after a green ancient dragon long ago, who was apparently the most vile and ruthless of them all. Scooby Dwagon.
I have a green dragon right now.
You do have a green dragon. Topical. Some locals are like, it's Sarok! And he's like, So, you all gather around this marvelous stone staircase. The temple is almost built on this stone slants that go back into the murky waters. It's crawling with these little crocodigators. And as we return, you are outside of the Dragon Shrine. So, what would you like to do before you enter? 8 hours.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'm not assuming that you have read those books unless you've said that you've wanted to study those.
No, yeah, okay. I have not had that.
Just making sure we're back on that one.
Will you paint a picture of where we actually are? Are we like still on?
So you're
island?
back.
Are we
Most of you.
on-
I mean, if you would like to, Tavlor, but for the rest of you, I would say you were back gathered at the shore, underneath this like 10-foot wide stone staircase going up to this marvelous stone hidden temple with like seaweed and vine overgrowth, crocodiles crawling over it, and a lot of draconic themes. There's 4 obelisks going into the skies with like thinner circling dragons on it.
I'm going to look up in awe, obviously. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous,
and then
yes.
tentatively see all the crocodiles and place my foot tentatively on the first stone. Looking at the crocodiles to see if it disturbs
I mean,
anyone.
most of them are just trying to get back into the water. They don't move very fast at all when they're not
Because
in
they're
the
on land.
water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I push them with Mage Hand?
No. They're more
Give you a
they're
touch.
more than 5
Try to
pounds.
clear.
More than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Any gust?
Mage Hands has an
Next level.
obscene amount of limitations.
Yeah, although when you approach the water, you can kind of see like a few crocodiles in the shallow end, like just like the oh dang, forgot the name, but they have little spikes on the back of their back going across their spine that just kind of like create ripples in the water as they seep back down into it.
Lovely.
That's creepy.
Lovely.
So team, what are you doing?
I guess we.
Is there any inscription on the stairs or nearby the stairs?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, what'd
No.
you ask?
But it's a great question to ask. There usually is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on Drake.
No, don't be it. No, that's an amazing question. 9 out of 10 times dungeon entrances have inscriptions. This one just doesn't.
Gonna get on Drake and I'm gonna fly up to the top.
Mhm.
Jump off at the entrance.
The top of the spires, or just where there's a big
Right
open
in front of the
door
door.
entrance. Right in front?
In front of the door.
Okay. As you land, you do hear a, "Why have you come here?"
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Dad? Tavlo, you see anything?
I'm hearing a lot. Give me a minute to.
You're here. What?
Person is saying things to me.
Hearing a lot?
Yeah.
How tall is the staircase?
It's super tall.
Oh.
So it's gonna take him a while.
Yeah, I mean, he just went up there. The rest of you are like,
I made a blunder.
Never split the party. Especially
I just wanted to be the first one in.
All right, I'm gonna cast fly.
as you turn to look at it, you don't see a source for the sound.
Can I ask who I'm speaking to?
Can you take a message?
Of course. Sorry for the deception. I have been watching you. And you see, out of nowhere, just suddenly like unveiling like a curtain kind of coming over them. You see this green hood, which kind of cascades over the shoulder and creates just a little short cape going over their person, just like almost like a scarf. And the rest of what they're wearing is just leather and rags. He looks a little disheveled and also soaking wet and dirty. You see a kind of a pale face and like long brown dirty hair coming from this person. He's also holding a staff in his arms.
Talgan?
That would be crazy.
Can I cast fly on me, Kevin, and Taurus, and can we go join him?
Okay, it's still gonna take you a while. Flight speed is 60. It's a huge staircase.
Can Calliope run?
It's like forever long.
Okay, well,
You know the staircase in Howl's Moving Castle? Use that as a guide.
do I
for-
think I can? Do I think
Oh,
I
sorry.
can get there?
Like 5 minutes.
Do I think I can get there in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, it just only lasts 10 minutes, so I just don't want to fall out of the
Fall and
sky.
just start tumbling down the stairs.
Why have you summoned the temple?
We're looking for an answer to our problem. But again, what's your name?
I am Farron.
Farron. Nice to meet you.
Farron. F-A-R-O-N. No takers. There you go.
Farron.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you, Farron. Can I ask why you're here?
I am the keeper of this place. I have set it guarded by my master and their master before them.
Okay. So, by guarding, does that mean you're not going to allow me or any of my
Oh, there's a good chance.
party in? We have a slight problem.
What seems to be the problem?
There's a
What
guard
are you doing?
here. Sorry, I'm in the middle of it. There's a guard here who, his name's Farron. He's got a staff. He looks menacing.
Druidic in
Do I
nature.
recognize that name?
No, but
Druidic
another
in
great
nature.
winning
So,
question.
yeah, I'd say druidic. He said he's here to guard his temple set by his master before him.
Who's his master and his master
Are you
before
saying
him?
this out loud or in your head?
I'm saying this out loud. I'm saying this in the ear so he can hear everything. I told him
You can talk in your head.
Oh, you can? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was an effect.
This is a great character choice. No one tells him anything.
You just have to touch it, and then you can communicate
it.
telepathically.
That's why it's. Why are you touching your ear?
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
That's funny.
Well, he still doesn't know right now.
Yeah.
So he's gonna keep talking out loud.
What?
I'm talking with my friends. Who's your master? Who was your master? I don't know if there's. Who told you to stay here?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, well, I mean semantics. If
It's
you.
none of your business. Now, I'm gonna go reset the runes and.
No, wait. Just, can you give it like 7 minutes?
No.
Is anybody by Mr. Reginald?
Well, why? Okay.
Because you've given me
Could
no
we-
reason to know that you're any good for this place.
We have what we believe is
Probably the worst
someone.
person.
Yeah, this is. I know. I'm the
Did you
least
tell them that we
knowledgeable.
have a potential golden draconic premiere?
We got it. We have a potential draconic premiere we think may or may not have come from this temple. So we're trying to assess.
Sarok.
I thought Sarah was
Tell him about the eggs.
green. So
Yes, like your
yeah. Well, this
companion.
is Drake.
Yes.
This is Drake.
This is Drake.
Not Xerox.
Well, it's. We're worried about golden dragons,
there yet.
golden eggs.
That's what's going to take as well.
Gold dragons have not plagued this world in many moons.
But we
Is
kind
he
of.
saying anything about gold dragons not
No
existing?
meta game.
This is just a common thing. It comes up a couple times.
We may or may not have one. Not him. He can be multicolored, but not gold.
This is so awkward.
This is the perfect person to do this.
Honestly.
We're on our
Hey,
way.
look at guys! We're trying.
Really far.
Try faster. So we may.
The draconic premiers are not objects or pets you can own.
We have one in our group. I mean, he's not with that group. He's in our group, but he's.
I love it. You're doing good.
I'll say at this time, the rest of you can fly over the stairs. Penelope and
Thank
Reginald
the
also
gods.
flew over.
And I just stole to the back and let them.
Can fly with us too?
I mean, whatever Calliope is doing.
What is Farron? Is that a
Person.
question? Is he like human? Like, does he
He's
look?
hooded right now, but he's
Okay.
humanoid.
Okay.
Holds his staff.
So did you tell him about the, we think that the dragon golden
He's holding his
eggs were
staff
stolen
pretty
or something?
tightly now.
I think making assumptions on what I said is a bad move, and just start. You guys know more. Assume I told him nothing, and at worst that I told him wrong info.
So we at least know his name. So we
name's
found out
Barry.
there were golden dragon eggs here at one point, and then we knew a really bad dude came here, so we thought.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh shit. Is it Mr. Reginald?
Yeah, this isn't actually. Nobody else is supposed to know
Yeah, shut up!
that.
23.
I feel
That
like we're being
succeeds.
way too wordy about the fact.
Sorta! Thank you so much. I think.
Sorta.
Yes, hello. We are scholars, inquisitors. We're friends with Thandril Stormwind. He's a friend, yes, see, Red knows. And we have come, hopefully seeking information. You see, we have a true treasured friend, the leader of us. Here, I'll show you. He taps his necklace and Calyx comes out of his necklace on the ground. Yeah.
You had him the whole time.
I thought that you
Was I gonna not bring him? Why do you think we're here? Have you guys not thought of
You're not there.
Then who's the adult with Mabel?
Did you think Calyx was in charge? He's comatose.
You're also not here.
Yeah, Glad you're on the ground.
Warwick will be
Did
fine.
I get up
Warwick
there?
is in
He said
charge.
we all got up there.
Sure,
No,
sure.
Okay, continue with the story.
But of course he was in charge.
Warwick is in charge. He can handle it.
The child?
The man.
You're
child.
one to talk. Anyway, so you look over at Farron, whose like expression has not moved. In fact, there's kind of like a green glow to his person, just ever faint. Very much under the defensive. Anyway, this is our colleague. Has a habit of turning into golden dragons, and we thought maybe we'd find out a little bit about his whereabouts and history of this place. You can come watch. We're not here for trouble. We do outnumber you. Choose wisely.
Can I cast Pass Without Trace at the back of the group?
Yeah, just on yourself.
Yeah. Cool. Then can I, I'm going to cast something else after, but I don't know how long it takes.
Okay.
Oh, it's just an action.
Sure.
Pass without trace is concentration, so you can't cast another concentration spell.
Is Hide and Blade Sight concentration?
Yes, I think so.
If it has a C on the card.
I don't have the card for it.
Oh.
Are any of the rest of you adding anything to Mr. Reginald's plea?
Yes, and Calyx is my best friend, and we've tried to wake him up over and over again, and we've gone through all this trouble to find a way to wake him up. And we've come all this way, and you can monitor us, try to make sure we stay out of trouble. I promise I'll do my best, but if we can try to wake our friend up, we've only the purest of intentions.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage since Mr. Reginald is helping you.
Mm-hmm. 26.
We just both saw her outrageous modifiers.
26. Okay, you're gonna see him, and he's gonna kneel next to Calyx and kind of study him for a while. Kind of takes his staff and like pushes his face around. If what of you have said is true, this could be part of my purpose here. I will allow you to enter. Know there are many dangers, and regardless of whether you are here or not, I'll be returning the shrine to its rightful place in 1 hour from now.
Oh no.
Farron, can't you come with us or tell us where to go or anything? We're not really sure what the shrine is. Nobody's really seen it.
That is not my charge.
Well, you could do something for yourself.
Know this. If I, for a moment, think that your intentions are not what you say, if you use this place for any reason other than what it is destined for, well, that is pure. If I, for a moment, gauge that you might tell the secrets to those who would do this place harm, I will not hesitate to destroy every one of you.
Really? I'm quite interested in how you would go about that, because we're quite powerful.
My charge is that of Sacred One.
Oh,
If
sir.
you would like to find out, you can.
Maybe shut up.
The tension here is
I'd love to know.
Hey, maybe shut up.
Calliope.
Can I hand him a piece of chocolate? He seems really upset, and it's very in character for me to hand him chocolate. I'm not saying anything.
Calliope, we're here for Calyx. Let's just focus on that for a minute.
That's a good point.
Eyes on the prize there, Calliope.
It's right there, in front of us.
He's on the floor.
Literally.
Great. Calliope, I need a wisdom save.
Counterspell?
What level?
4.
I need you to roll a d20.
Uh-oh.
It's about to be interesting.
Fails.
7.
Fails.
Yeah.
That's not.
Guidance?
No, it's.
Saves.
Every time.
Was it a saving throw? Or just a straight roll?
Huh?
Straight roll? Was it a straight roll? Mine?
Yeah, you're good. That's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
So, Calliope,
Oh
you're
no.
lucky you failed. I see. Do not be alarmed. I'm not threatening you right now. I see your thoughts.
I love that trick.
How you like that
Wow,
now?
he cast detect thoughts at like level 5 or 6. At least.
I see your thoughts. I see your care. I'll give you a chance. Do not betray me.
Never. Never done it before.
Okay, I'm not right now.
Do not underestimate my charge.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So
We're gonna go inside now.
Sora's still holding out the chocolate. He's not gonna take.
No.
Okay, as you guys go, he's going to turn into a crocodile, and he's going to climb over the side of the temple.
Druids!
That's so cool.
Well, that answers that.
He's the crocodile who bit you!
Is he?
I mean, the odds are low.
Okay, you guys go in.
Never 0.
Go in suspiciously, but yeah.
Yeah, into the wary.
Alright.
Is it
So-
dark? Can we watch for traps?
As you guys walk into the shrine, there is a shadowy ambiance as you walk in, and the cobble around you is kind of covered with this foliage. Diving deeper into this place, you find yourself in an antechamber. Stone pillars go to the top of this place. It's very large ceiling. Yes, it's the forest temple.
I'm so happy.
Music.
Did I just say the last shrine we went to was the water temple?
As you do walk in, you do feel the crush of a thin layer of sand as well as bones on the floor on which you walk.
Are werewolves about
Imogen's gonna use dancing lights, so those of you who do not have dark vision can see, and you can see that there is just like carvings and statues and stonework and.
Do I have dark vision?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Oh no, you don't.
Well, I didn't know what the.
Oh, your vision is different than everybody else's.
Right, that's why I was asking.
You'd be fine.
I can see in the dark.
What kind of carvings?
Lots of dragons.
Yay! Are there inscriptions next to things?
Why don't you make a history check?
History.
Our dragon speaking friends! Draconic.
Or one of you can roll with advantage if you'd like.
Sure. Okay.
My history check is a 4.
How we doing?
It's
Lots of dragons, a lot of people fighting dragons.
Can I go to an area that they have not checked? And can I check?
ooh.
Sure. Make a history check.
Aaron has an idea of what that might depict.
Earn it.
How many
Is there a door in front of us?
How many carvings?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this seems.
It fills the walls of a giant antechamber. It's at least 100 feet down.
16.
Excuse me. 16. So, this is definitely depicting some sort of hunt.
Hunt.
Yes, and most of these like humanoids that are depicted on here are casting some sort of magical spell, wielding like a javelin or a large sword.
Hey guys, you guys are probably more well versed in draconic history and lore. What I'm gathering from this area over here is that it's depicting some kind of hunt between humanoids and dragons. There's lots of spells, fighting. Does that have anything to do with any kind of...
Would any of us know about the war with the premiers and stuff? Would any of us be able to give that information? Besides maybe Penelope?
Thandril spoke of this, I think, and you guys learned about this.
We learned about this in Fradavon.
It was Fradavon.
But Kevin was
No, not for. Where do you know this from?
Like
Well, no, I was just asking, do I potentially know anything about it?
Yeah.
Probably not, but
I
it's
don't
always
know if
worth
any
an
of us
ask.
know.
No.
Except for maybe
Found some
Penelope.
books though.
Oh my.
Shame.
Oh.
I guess I really just should have read them.
I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this recently.
He mentioned the premiers, but not like a big war with them.
Not necessarily a war.
Does any of that sound familiar to anyone? What the stuff's depicted?
Do I know something?
Torres, why don't you make a history check?
Can I start taking a gander through the Sorcerer Supreme book?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
You know, that was a little nice DM of me to let you metagame that.
Understandable.
You start flipping through the pages. They're organized by chapter of every Sorcerer Supreme up to Calgon Lycan's Guy.
Calgon Lycan's guys in the book?
Mm-hmm. It has like it literally lists like every Sorcerer Supreme, what they're most known for, and it has a bunch of stories of their tales. And
Do you know how long ago Sharon took control?
You don't.
22.
22. So yeah, most people who are educated know that dragons used to. Oh my gosh! I rolled a dice and the tablecloth
I saw
caught
that.
it.
That was really
It was
cool.
off the table. Most people who are educated know that dragons long ago were top dogs pretty much anywhere on the planet you went, as some of the oldest beings. But most of them were kind of. You're mostly taught that most of them are pretty barbaric and pretty meany, and they're basically a threat to all life. And so the most powerful mages and hunters and champions in the world would hunt dragons, and even to a point where it became like a title and a sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would they gain from it?
Prestige. There was a big gold money from royal people, and also just safety, because they kind of just wiped him out. Most dragons fled to Carbeum.
Okay. So, kind of. I mean, it's basic knowledge, right? Dragons were pretty much hunted because we were the fiercest and the most.
They were. We were just like cat dragons.
You're right. They were. That's why I said they. They were the most fearsome and barbaric creatures, and people hunted them.
I'm gonna give Drake a fist bump.
For sports.
Is there a door on the other side of this antechamber? Do you see a door?
It's an open passageway.
I wanna like.
You're just gonna leave?
No, I just wanna be like, sure, we should keep
walking.
Keep moving.
Are there traps?
Make an investigation check.
Call.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Do all of these carvings, can I make a perception check to see if there are any carvings that do not
What were you
have-
doing in the book?
Rowan, I would like you to
true.
sit down and read your books for a minute.
Okay, I'm reading the book!
I can give you a piggyback ride. And
There you go.
Just kind of like balance the.
Where are we going, Thunder?
What are you looking for anything specific?
Any mention of these Dragon Premier Wars?
So, the first thing that immediately catches your eye, there's like an index right at the very beginning of it. It says like Sorcerer Supreme and accomplishments.
Okay.
Right. It lists every single one of them, but just right at the very top, it's Zachariah Ellison, and he was known for slaying the dragon Sarok. Anything else you want to look at in here?
Any possible information about the temple itself or the druidic circle?
Sure. Can you make a perception check real quick for me, though?
Yes, I can.
Is your other book like magical beast somewhere to find
No,
it?
it is Geography and Civilizations of Very
Or actually, just tell me your passive perception. This would probably be a passive thing.
My passive perception is 12.
Good enough. I'll tell you one of the names on here is etched out.
Really? What?
The name of the sixth Sorcerer Supreme is etched out, and there are also torn pages from this book.
Mr. Reginald.
Intriguing. I mean, yeah, I think I might actually. I will ask Mr. Reginald about that.
Sure.
Excuse me, Mr. Reginald. This book.
Yes, Noxon.
This book appears to be missing something. What exactly occurred with the sixth Sorcerer Supreme?
I'm sorry? History's a fickle thing, isn't it? Walks away.
He's hiding something.
Interesting.
Talk to Penelope. She's nicer and more helpful most of the time.
Yeah.
Penelope might know.
I'll go over to
Penelope!
Penelope see if she has any information on this.
Mr.
Although I can
Reginald
imagine this seems like a very taboo, touchy subject. So
Go for it.
yes.
She is fascinated, and she's like drawing one of the drawings in her. She's an amazing artist.
Cute.
Oh, yeah.
Penelope, a question if you would
Yes.
mind.
I'm sorry. Your name was Rowan, I believe.
Yes. I procured a book from the treehouse about the various Sorcerer Supremes. There appears to be an entry missing. The sixth Sorcerer Supreme, or at least the sixth on this list.
Oh.
What do you know?
I'm more well versed. Like looking over at something. I'm more well versed at the more recent.
Is she looking at Mr. Reginald?
Where is she?
100%.
She is looking at.
She'd be in sus too.
Dang.
Really? Okay. Oh, this is
meaty.
this is very intriguing. Okay.
That's not the dragon chapter. The one that mentioned Sarok was the first one, which is a.
No, I don't. This is just a curious thing that I feel like I'm probably gonna have to hash out later.
Would mending work?
If you had the page.
Oh!
But could it restore what was scribbled?
Is there, Penelope? You wouldn't happen to perchance have some sort of way to turn back?
I don't
the
really want to
history?
be involved in this. I'm sorry. She walks away.
The room appears to be trapless.
Rowan, are you gonna tell me?
Room appears to be trapless.
Yes.
Roll an
what
8.
you've been talking about?
Yes.
Good. Looks good.
I will touch base with the group as well to alert them of my findings in the book. And then
Auditorium.
there is also
Girl?
there is a major entry of Zachariah Awasan, being the one who did defeat Sarek in his history, but I'm not entirely able to find anything on the Druidic order that seems to hold dominion over this specific.
You know, if I had like a secret shrine and I needed a password, I think I would use that as the password.
Which is what is it?
Zachariah Ellison, because he slayed the dragon, or the dragon
Say
slayer,
it
you know what I
louder.
mean?
so they
Well,
find
this
it
is something
all.
good to know, but
No,
I'm
I know.
not sure.
I'm just saying, it
is
just
there-
sounds like a good password. Just saying.
But okay, so since I'm
Like if I had passwords, that's what I would do.
Thank you. Yes, Ben. Ben's been trying to talk for a really long time.
no, okay. Well, since I'm seeming to find what I can from the book, at least for the time being, can I look throughout the carvings, see if there is one that stands out, if there's one that is, say, missing a humanoid fighting the dragon, or if it's just a humanoid, or something that does not match the rest of these carvings.
As you do that, Sora does a 20 hit you.
Yeah. That was so loud.
Okay. That's gonna be 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. It's a trap.
No.
Oh.
And then does a 28 hit you.
Yeah.
That's just 5 points of slashing damage. I'm sorry, that was 26.
Are you kidding?
It's 26, so 26 to hit.
To hit.
Oh.
I was mistaken.
Well, that changes things.
Wow,
Does that
now
hit?
that you mentioned
Does that hit?
Does that hit you?
I told you 20 hit me.
Yeah.
Yes, it hits.
Okay.
I have been so good this game.
I don't take away player agency. So, as you kind of cross the threshold of the center of the room, you feel these jagged, cutting strikes on your back, bringing you to your knee, and you look over and you see like this bone leg to hip connected to like a few ribs and an arm have struck you twice with a sword.
Like the bones of
And
the
you
people?
see various bones on the floor starting to reform. In fact, you all begin to see this now as there are multiple of these starting to form in the room. It's not great. Humanoid-esque. But as you study these further, you do see that as a skull appears on this body, it is a very draconic-looking skull.
Bone dragons!
They're humanoid-sized, though, as they are picking up various weapons that are also on the floor.
Maybe. How tall are they?
Like 7 foot, I'd say.
Oh yeah, dragon.
They're big.
Either.
These are not dragonborns.
No, they're humanoid like.
Okay. Anyway.
The taller they
I
have.
have
Fantastic.
passed without trace
Yeah.
on. Am I able to just kind of shelter
Yeah,
behind
just gonna
it?
leave
What are you guys
Shelter
doing?
behind a pillar!
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Sick. Wonder what it would be.
10.
Can Calliope... Never mind. Continue. I'll think about it.
What are you guys doing?
I stealth with a roll of 37.
Yeah, you're gone. They're all appearing and starting to walk towards you now. They have much better, like, kind of upheld posture than Dragonborns, and they're a little taller.
Do I have an action?
Sure, if you want. What are you guys doing?
Well, so sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just have this thing I can do where as a bonus action I can use gusts of air to fly 10 feet up without provoking an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get out of its grasp kind
Sure.
of thing. Just back up.
Okay, up?
Back.
Oh, sure. As you do, like, other bones, like, fly off into the room. And you kind of...
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get out of its grasp and
Right.
reel
I
back.
tell Drake to attack the one closest to him.
Sure. You want to make an attack roll for Drake? Are you guys gonna fight these guys?
Yeah. Can I cast...
Yay?
Can I cast Dragon's Breath on myself?
Sure.
Could I? This isn't. I want to.
Why don't you guys roll for initiative?
Yeah.
I have Dragon's Breath. I think that might be next.
My bad. Drake rolled a 15 on his attack.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Wait. No, it won't.
Okay.
Oh, no.
They have a higher AC than 15.
I'm gonna cast Clouds of Daggers.
Okay, I have kobolds for this.
Ooh, yay!
But they're not kobolds.
My favorite
What are they?
guys.
They're skeletal
Initiative?
half dragons.
I have a -1.
Oh, cool.
So if I tried to speak to them, they couldn't hear me.
You can certainly try it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
hey!
I'm
Take it
sorry.
easy, man. I'm gonna say that in Draconic. Take it easy, man. That's my free action.
They're gonna speak with that.
Take it easy, man.
I know.
That's not exactly how that works, but...
Does it work?
I dispel
Do
magic.
they talk? Do they speak back?
Is there any reaction to?
Yeah.
No, they're not. There's not going
I
to.
didn't
Okay.
think so.
Sup, Sniffle Snuff?
Our.
Spliff, sorry.
Ooh.
Friends
okay,
in the chat,
I'll ask this
yay.
when the turn comes around.
Battle cam's not working, but that's okay.
Nards.
Why, shucks.
Figure that out later. That's a later DM problem.
Hurt? For now, use your
You
imagination.
guys can pass your minis forward. Forgot to do that
I
earlier.
have to cast a spell with that pushback thing. So can I just cure wounds after I get back?
No,
Okay.
no more free action.
Right, but I can't do the pushback thing then, technically.
Why?
Because I have to cast the spell level 1
Oh.
before or after in
I
order
see.
to do
I see what
it.
you're saying now.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
Mr. Cologne.
Chavito Sanchez
Josh.
has entered the ring.
Just do level 1, so it's not a big deal.
Josh.
Yes.
Spikes on crocodiles' backs are called scoots.
Scoots, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's an adorable nickname.
It
Did
is
you
a
know the
good
area
nickname.
of a dolphin's fin at the base is the nodal?
Do you know alligators can't stick out their tongues?
You know that
I
part
know.
of us can be underwater for an hour.
I'll do this all
I
day.
love animal facts.
I watch Animal Kingdom. That's what last time.
I'm gonna use a dog for
You
your
know
drink
that
for
one
now, if that's okay.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
Say it
Use
again.
skills here.
I didn't hear it, but I was a little concerned.
That means so much more coming from you.
Calliope. Did you know?
Did ya know?
Don't
you
you know?
know?
Oh, don't ya know?
Tira's gonna be Fiola.
I did a good job with
Jesus,
that
so
one.
many minis I didn't realize.
I have red-haired women.
Okay, give me all your red-haired women.
Oh, I have Sora too.
You.
Give me all your red hair.
Okay, we'll do Yola,
Oh man.
Joan Imogen,
Oh brother.
Zora, she's freaking so big, and Wilbur. You didn't even give me Calliope.
Right here.
Maximus Ultor and
Oh my gosh.
Where's
Wait for that
Where
hand to
Annie
go all
found
the
out.
way, please.
It happened off camera.
Did she break again?
Oh my
No,
gosh, that'd be so
Wonderbo's been
sad.
missing for a while.
Person with the bows, Tavlor.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh, holy minis.
Wait, am I on there?
We're gonna stop being
Yes,
so
you're red.
dang
Thank you.
charismatic.
Right there. Okay.
And
Having so many
I only have
friends.
3 friends.
all right.
Half of these
Only
people
half.
belong to you.
Just 3. Viola, Imogen, Wilbur.
Thanks, Noble. Hope you enjoy the show. All right, 20 to 30. 15 to 20.
17.
18.
Ooh, nice.
Again?
Giving me all.
Anything other than Tavlor and Kevin?
19.
19. Okay, 10 to 15. Wonderful.
Say it again.
10 to 15.
Just wait.
5 to 10.
Got 8.
I got 17.
Where was this?
It's actually a dirty 20.
Where was this?
Don't yell at me!
Pencil shake. It was.
Where was this when you said 20
Okay,
to 30?
this is happening every initiative now. Next time it's lower. Is that fair? Okay. What was the 5 to 10?
Since Bruce Street with Delay.
Just me. I had 8.
8.
That was that
We
many.
did it last week.
I don't remember that.
I'm so sorry.
I have to do decimals when it does that, and it's gonna make combat a little longer. And then dang it. Sora, what'd you get?
1.
I would have loved a 0.
You know what's sad is I can't have a 0.
Zero, you just lay down on the floor.
Okay. Rowan,
Just lay down on the
top of the round. What are you doing?
Don't even-
Okay.
It's gonna be Rowan and then Tableau. You're on deck.
Any?
Drake.
Are there any other piles of bones around?
There's
that
bones all over this place.
Fantastic. Enough to cast Dance Macabre and summon 5 of my own.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
yo.
Fantastic.
That's
Okay.
pretty sick.
I'm gonna cast Dance Macabre, and I'm
Okay.
going to generate. We're gonna go with 5 skeletons.
Okay, 5
That's so
skeletons.
sick. I just got a bow.
I just got a bow.
As
And
soon as
40
he
plus
said,
stealth rolls.
as soon as he said room full of bones, I went.
If you're okay with it, they're gonna walk in a unit.
That is perfectly
Cool.
fine.
I'll just use an Earth Elemental next to Rowan, who is here. Which is good, because they were... I'm gonna have them... There's like this ghoulish, greenish energy in the entire room as you just take both hands and you just kind of like do a lift motion and you all just hear like a... as like green mist flows into these bones and make your own little skeletal half-dragons.
You got it like that?
Two can play this game.
They're a little malformed, you know, he didn't take too much time, like the head might be like upside down and in the rib cage, or...
But so they have
Honestly,
the statistics
yeah.
of skeletons, standard skeletons, except they gain a bonus to its
I don't
attack
believe
and
so.
damage rolls
Oh,
equal
yeah,
to my
I can't.
spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
So they get a +8.
And do they have they don't have their own initiative,
That
do
just
they?
means
But you
that-
can,
So
I don't know. You can read
I
it.
just
will
go
look it
after you.
I believe they're just a part of my turn.
Alright, you can command them as an army to do things. So it'll be 5
I
attacks.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
That's so sick.
Forgot.
Okay, are you doing anything else, Rowan?
No, yeah. Well, I can. As a bonus action, can I command them now to begin their attacks, or are you gonna have to wait a
if
turn?
their action, let's say for now, if their action is an action, that will require your action.
Okay, understood.
But in the meantime, they'll just make a wall around you.
Sounds fantastic to me.
Okay, Tabler, it's your turn. Kevin, you're on deck.
Just
Then
go ahead and
Calliope.
push them back 15.
I'm going to just...
Just letting it.
Who's that with the hands in the far back?
Sora.
Sora?
The lightning hand?
I'm just going to shoot at the closest
Her fingers.
one.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Combat, let's go with... Math sucks.
23 on first.
23 hits.
17 on the next.
Okay. Those will, only the first one hit. 17 does not hit.
Ooh,
17
okay.
doesn't hit.
Good to know.
Noted.
10 damage. I'm gonna fuse it with acid.
Okay, so roll the acid damage.
6. It's 4.
Okay. Cool. One of your arrows actually goes through just like an opening in the broken rib cage, and the other one just jacks right into its spine. It causes it to kind of like start walking like this, but still skeletally walks. Anything else?
Do I get, since I'm coming out of hiding, do I get anything? I'm not a rogue. I don't know how that works.
They know where you are. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have Drake attack the one right in front of him again.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Hits.
Nice tableau.
What's it again?
Let's go Tableau.
D6 plus 4, and then another D6. 14.
Okay.
10 piercing, 4
light. Oh, acid. Right. That is good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Kevin, then Calliope.
Cool. I'm going to use my action to cast Blue Flame Blade.
Okay.
War Magic, bonus action, make a weapon attack and use my movement to get up.
Classic.
To the closest guy.
Okay. That's going to be the one between Calliope and Mr. Reginald.
Yay!
That one right there? Okay. I'll make an attack with the Admiral Blade.
Get him.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Hooray! Which means, I would like the second mote of flame to hop to the one behind me. Is
Okay.
that doable?
No, it's too far.
Okay.
It's not quite
then
5
I'll
feet.
just put them both on homeboy. So. 19 damage.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude just like in an explosion of fire just turns to ash.
Hooray!
Nice.
Simple enough.
Simply enough. Cool. I would like to use the rest of my movement. What am I able? This guy behind me.
Yeah, he's 5 feet away from you.
I'm just going to use my movement without. Am I able to get closer to him without provoking opportunity attack?
Yeah, that's not how this works.
Okay.
Those only from moving away.
Okay, and I'm going to use my reaction to activate the Joan token on my Memento Gauntlet.
Okay.
Which casts darkness around this.
Oh yeah. You guys disappear in magical darkness, and it's scary as heck.
Yay!
All right, Calliope, your turn.
I'd like to cast Chill Touch on the one furthest, so that one all the way in that corner.
Okay, make a range spell attack. Creates a ghostal spectral hand.
I don't have to roll to hit, do I?
You do.
Chill Touch?
It's a range spell attack, yes.
Natural 20.
That'll hit. Don't double the damage dice, is how spells work. Would be cool though.
5.
5 damage! Yes!
How's it looking? Is it...
It's cold. You see, like, it's one of the bones in its arms kind of freezes over and drops, loses an arm.
Would that be considered
These are very well
bloody?
put together. What?
Would that be considered bloody?
No. Don't worry about it though.
So they're tougher.
Dusty, is that the skeleton equivalent of bloody?
Cracked.
And then I will give Imogen
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Okay, so take a d10. It's Wilbur's turn. Wilbur's gonna run up with his staff and attack the nearest one, which hits. And he deals 12 damage to this one. That's 2. Okay. He presses the button and little talons appear on his staff. He goes whacks the net one next to Imogen. Okay.
Nice.
Then Theola's gonna go. Theola's gonna sprint into action. Gonna go past, probably to here. Right there. Go to that one. Makes an attack roll to one Tableau hit. Hits it. And instantly just takes her glaive, kind of cuts it through the skull and then the rib cage, so it has like a xylophone effect, like a and that one falls limp as well. The bones just kind of collapse after enough damage. Okay, after that, it is Penelope's turn. Penelope is going to cast. What are you gonna do, Penelope? We're gonna do Lopes.
Lopes?
Lopes.
Lopes up.
Actually, I think Penelope's gonna hold an action. Okay, and then
Very sneaky girl.
Okay, it's pretty much all their turns. So there's gonna be 2 attacks on Drake. Actually, 4 attacks.
Ow.
Yeah. That's gonna be 15 and lower than that.
Neither.
Neither hit. Okay, and then the extra attack for both. One of them is a 18.
Hits.
Okay, 7 slashing on that. Okay, there's gonna be 2 attacks on Kevin, or 4 attacks rather.
They
Or
are
3 actually.
They are at disadvantage because of darkness, correct?
Yes, they see the darkness appear and they're all just gonna like hobble skeleton walk into it. This is 6 attacks,
Cool.
2 each.
Okay. The goal of this was disadvantage.
11,
Oh.
14. Ooh, one of them was a natural 20, but it's just a dirty 20.
Such a dirty 20. I'll cast shield.
Okay. The second attack's all miss. You're good. It's like a cartoony, like they go into a pile and it's just a dust cloud and you see their limbs occasionally. And you just like slip out. Okay, no hits for Kevin. There's gonna be 1 on one of your skeleton dudes, which is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
It's 5 damage on it.
Okay.
Another one on it is gonna be a 30-20 to hit, or 5 more damage. So it's 10 damage total. How's it look?
Same one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's got 3
Brought
left.
pens for
3
some
HP
reason.
left.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 hit point each.
That takes a lot.
Yeah.
What level spell was that?
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Dance Macabre is a good
One,
spell.
Nice.
and then the last one will attack Wilbur. Which misses.
It's from another one.
Yes, it's from
Okay. Next up is
Got some good necromancy.
Imogen is going to do a magic missile.
Tasha cards. Said I wanted this Tasha.
Oh, yeah. Whatever Imogen wants to kill, which is probably the one right in front of it, just it's going. It's going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That'll do it. Reginald is just gonna watch.
Oh my
Oh, what a guy.
And Sora, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna hold to heal the next person I see get hit.
Hold to heal.
Yeah.
Okay. At the top of the round, you all see all the bones in the room moving. As about... Oh, Torres, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. I was just gonna use Sacred Flame next to.
Okay. Go for it. Sorry, I hate having 2 characters that start with T.
All right.
But it's okay. I forgive you guys. I'll forgive you if you forgive me.
Yes, I will forgive you. Which means that I need to do what exactly for the Sacred Flame?
It's a
dex.
That's a dex save, actually.
Yeah.
It fails.
Okay. On both of them?
Yeah, so just roll damage.
Should be 2d8.
There's a natural 2 and a natural 3, so probably fails.
100%
2d8, yeah.
2d8.
1d8.
It's
Right?
2 at level 5.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
2d8.
It's 8 in total.
8 total. Okay, so I'll give those ones to you. Those 2 just like fall straight over. Now you see in the room pretty much all the bones starting to move, including the ones you've already put down, and forming different undead skeletal half dragons. Like you were dealing with 10. There's probably about 50 more filling this room.
Okay. So what's?
Yes, all of the
There's
bones
lots
are
of
going back to how they were to guard or something. So now you're dealing with 50 of them instead of 10.
Is there like a source that looks like they're coming? Power source or something?
Probably need detect
You can
magic.
check.
That's the only reason I didn't look for it, is because I don't have detect magic.
Yeah, do they appear to be guarding?
It is the top of the round, so it is your turn.
Do they appear to be guarding anything?
Make an insight check.
15?
At this point, I'll say all of you except for Rowan are
19.
surrounded by these things.
Guidance.
19, but...
Because they're filling the room.
Do I get guidance? Cool. Oh, nice. Cool. 23.
23? Looks like they are here in this room. This is the first entry room to fight.
Okay.
There's no magical source in this room that you can see.
Well, does it appear like they're protecting something? Are they?
They're just coming towards you. It's really, I mean, they're skeletons, you know.
Yeah,
but,
that makes sense.
I will give you that it looks like they're confined to this room. They're not going on this staircase that leads outside.
Okay.
So what do you want to do, Rowan? You're the only one who doesn't endanger attacks of opportunity by moving right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way towards the entryway that apparently triggered.
Where you came from, or
No,
further down?
Farther down.
Okay, just as a reminder, I told Sora this. There are two big openings in the wall that go into the next rooms. So further down, big opening. Where you came from, big opening.
Oh,
So there's no locked door or anything keeping you in this.
Exactly. No.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start moving farther down. I'm gonna have my.
Yeah, they're just kind of bouncing you down. This is extremely effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not concerned with those katana. If they're in the way, they just get pushed. It's like, make way, step aside.
That's fantastic. I have a little entourage.
You do.
So this was such a good choice.
Tabler, what are you doing? You are still undiscovered.
Let's go. I'm just gonna hug the wall and call it.
Yeah, honestly, you're good. Are you doing anything else?
I was gonna call Drake over to try. How many attacks of opportunity will he entail attempting to fly straight up?
Wherever he moves, he's taking a few.
Okay, he's just gonna fly straight up.
Okay. We'll do 4. 2 10s, a 17.
Nope.
A 21.
Yeah.
So just 1. 5 points of damage. Cool. He would have the least because he's closest to the exit. Okay. After that is Kevin.
So I've sidestepped out of the darkness.
Yes, you are now surrounded.
Completely surrounded?
Yes.
So this is not something I would be able to just kind of like sneak past somebody. I'd probably bump into somebody else.
Yeah, I would also say, just for your guys' knowledge, disengage would not really even be a factor here.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's jam packed. You're gonna have to push through them if that's the method you choose to escape to leave.
Okay.
I also say if you're surrounded by skeletons, your movement's gonna be halved as well.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Nice.
At the 2nd level.
Thunder Wave's great.
Okay.
It's one of the only storm spells I don't have.
The 8 that are surrounding you. Honestly, it looks like. What's your save again?
It's not very good. It's 13.
13.
Yeah.
3 save. 5 do not, as they are pushed back. And honestly, your Thunder Wave's gonna knock them right down, but they will start reforming pretty much instantly.
Okay. Then does that give me some room to make a break for it? Or,
You can, but there's more on the way. Like anything within like the 10-15 feet of you is fine, so it'll give you like half your movement for free, but then you're gonna hit wall of skeleton warriors again.
Do I see anything in the room that might be causing them to reform?
We already kind of found out that they're party knowledge.
Okay, in that case then, I am going to action search, cast invisibility on myself.
I guess you guys can do that. Go for it.
Action search, and I'm going to stealth along the wall and use as much movement as I can to get to the other end of.
Okay, I'll say for the purpose of this, you're not going to get hit.
Great.
Okay. Next is Calliope.
I love action search.
I would like to search for for any kind of source that might be causing?
We already
Yeah,
party
just-
knowledge. We don't know.
Just said
I'm
that.
sorry. I wanted to look again.
Okay, you're the fifth person to ask.
Yep. Okay.
I did.
So there's definitely nothing. Like even if I checked again, there would be
Yes,
no.
there's nothing.
Okay. Then I guess I just have to fight them.
Good dimension door.
He's like, I rolled a 23. If
I thought
if
about
anything
that,
was gonna
but-
figure it out, it's
It's a
probably.
We just have to get.
This is an infinite army of skeletal half dragons in this room.
Where's the other? Where's the?
Other side of the room.
Okay. Can I grab onto Imogen's arm because she's supposed to?
You'll have to push through some people. But yeah.
And dimension door to the next room.
Okay. You can get to the edge of this room, which is clear edges. Like this area, there's not really anything there.
Nice.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Well played.
All right. Next is.
Bunch of NPCs right
So sorry. Yeah. Wilbur, who just got absolutely dipped by everybody. Imogen was gonna take him. He's like, shut up! God damn! Okay, he's gonna do the invisible trick as well. Reginald and Penelope, I think, are next. Yep. Reginald and Penelope, they're gonna fly. They're both just gonna fly over. Whee!
Yeah.
Invisible.
I was like, you know, it Blade's too much work.
Which is just kind of leaving Theola behind.
And I can
Theola's just whacking away
I
at
can
people.
take Theola.
Torres, what are you doing?
Can I cast Turn Undead, which just moves everybody like 30 feet back from me?
Yeah, you want to just Moses it?
Yeah, like cast the little.
Yeah, you literally just split the sea as they walk around you, and they're way more concerned with everybody else
Does Theola
now.
see that? Like, I mean, is she close enough?
No, she's way far in the back. Sora, just you and Theola that
Yeah, I'm
don't have
gonna
a way.
cast Fly on Theola and myself.
Okay.
To get us out.
You can do it at home.
You are gonna take some attack yourself opportunity.
I was gonna say, so after I cast a spell, I can use
Oh,
that
right.
bonus action that gets me 10 feet up without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so just Theola is gonna take
Well, I'm sorry, Theola.
heavy damage.
No.
I'll heal her because I feel bad.
Yeah, she gets scraped up. She lost like 40 HP.
Whoa. And I'm glad that I used my thing now.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, I'll say you guys get past the room, and they're not going to be concerned with you guys as you start going down the stairs into the next chamber.
Can you let me know when 10 minutes has passed and I can't fly anymore?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to keep concentrating on flight?
Yeah, just for the moment.
Okay.
I'll also keep my concentration up and maintain my entourage. I get them for an hour.
Okay.
Holy broken.
That's so sick.
It's great. Like there are so many parts about this spell that are and plus they get my spellcasting abilities +8. So that's +8 to their attacks and +8 to their damage.
Gross.
I will say once you're on the stage, Theola's going to take a swing at them.
Wait! Hang on!
Yeah, that's a 25.
Which one? The damaged one?
Definitely
or
the damaged
others?
one. Yeah, that's going to be 10 points of slashing damage on that one.
On the damaged one?
Yeah.
Gone.
Just going to go and attack
Wait,
this one.
hang on, hang on. I made them. They will not attack you. They listen to me. I will not sick them on anybody.
Make a persuasion check.
You just got beat up by some skeletons. This will be hard.
Oh, 10.
Next one was a 10 on the next one to hit one of them.
10 to hit?
Yeah.
Misses.
Okay. She has 4 attacks per turn. 16.
Yes.
Okay.
Alarm.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
so
That
strong.
one's just going to be 7 damage.
Okay.
Another attack on that one. Natural 1.
Okay.
And Imogen's going to go, oh, it's okay, it's okay. It's weird magic. Weird magic. Bum, 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 bum. Strange magic.
That was good.
Yes, I will admit I do excel in a kind of taboo form of magic, but I promise I will not harm anybody within this party.
Well, I like it. Reginald gives you a pat on the back. Your skeleton's like,
Once Theola calms down, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds level 2 on her and
Okay.
offer her a piece of chocolate because I know she likes it.
Let me know what the healing is on that.
Okay. Uh, 10.
Okay. So, you guys kind of end up going through different catacombs and stuff. A bunch of dragon statues, murals, history, and stuff. I'm kind of going for the sake of brevity here. And eventually you end up deep in this chamber. And I'm at the wrong part of my notes, so I'm going to scroll down. And now I'm at that chamber. Cool. So, there is a door. It's a big fancy door.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Doesn't open. Top of the drawer has like 2 dragon heads that are meeting at the center. It's this beautiful gilded thing, and there's an inscription at the top.
What does it
Just
say?
a riddle door. Just a riddle door.
If Drake lifts you guys up to match,
Are we able to see it from where we're standing? Or
Yeah, easily enough.
What does it say?
Imogen, for sake of things, has been lighting up the chambers. Just says to speak my name to enter my sanctum.
I'm gonna say Sarok and.
World's easiest door!
What's the time on that? Yeah, award for that.
That feels so nice after the last
After the hour-long.
The runes.
This is a DM.
Is there anything
Look how
else?
smart you guys are.
That was definitely throwing a bone.
It's
okay.
So,
I'll play room.
no, it's okay. So, it's kind of hard to. You don't really understand this culture. You don't really understand the stonework or the layout of this place. Like there hasn't been like a dining room or anything. It's hard to tell like the purpose of this place. It's almost like a memorial at this point. As you walk into this room, and there are several like small pedestals throughout this room that only come about a foot off the ground and continue onward. And then there's a beautiful shrine at the end of the room with like a table and stuff. There's actually a few. There's 3 main ones at the end of the room. And you do see on top of each of these pedestals, there is this kind of cotton hay kind of design on top of them that rests on each of these pedestals. There doesn't seem to be any rooms beyond this.
How tall do you say these pedestals were?
Like a foot or 2 off the ground.
Is there anything resting?
Like cotton and cloth and...
Like, does it look like there's supposed to be...
set it on fire? What? Wait.
No.
Okay.
Does it appear... You said it's a design, so is it like out of stone?
No, the pillars themselves are just more like squares off the ground, and then there's like circular formation of like hay, cloth, cotton, just soft.
I think this is most likely where the egg sat.
Yeah, does it look like?
Oh. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to ask.
That's
does it
so
look
freaking
like,
smart.
Does it look like there's anything? Is there anything resting on the hay, or does it look like there was something there and it was removed?
Make an investigation check.
Guidance.
Yay!
Oh,
Double
wow.
guidance?
No.
Double guidance?
Stack
Looking
guidance.
Super
for
blast.
any
blast.
scales or traces of any golden dragons around.
Investigation.
I'll guidance him.
Thank you.
And I look for any draconic writing or anything.
There's tons.
16.
16. Mr. Reginald and I don't know. You guys are kind of compact in this room, kind of looking around here. So, I don't know which one to do first. Kevin, let's do yours first. You asked first. What was your roll?
16.
16?
Yeah.
It's in kind of these are definitely nests.
Yeah.
point. Looks like they were made for large-ish objects, but that's kind of all you ascertain from that. Let's go over here. Actually, we'll do less. Let's do this one.
23.
23. And what was your question exactly? Golden dragon stuff. Yes.
Yes.
So there are 3 dragons at the shrines up ahead. And they also it's like a dragon with like a humanoid form in front of it. There's like a center one where it depicts like what's clearly like a woman. There's one on the side which depicts like a humanoid, like dragonborn, and one on the other far side which depicts a very tall man. Not anything that pokes out of you a golden dragon, but it's just like dragon stuff. And then you were looking for writing, yes?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
A 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
It's a big room.
It's draconic.
Can I look for anything that might explain? I just had it. I forgot.
Can I look for broken eggshells?
Make an investigation check. What was yours?
I forgot it.
Okay. You do see writing on these shrines, by the way.
On the shrines?
You can't read them, but you do see them.
Can I call Kevin over and ask if he could decipher?
What do I see?
So, on the left side with the man, it's the King of Dragons. There's a couple titles as well. The Wicked One, and then the Name We Shall Not Utter.
Name we shall not utter.
Name we shall not utter.
There's not a name next to it?
No.
Just say for the sake of things.
On the one on the far side with the Dragonborn, that is Serok the Wise, one who knows, the Elder Keeper.
So for the sake of things, I'm repeating these as I'm reading them aloud to you.
The center one. Oh, sorry. It also says on the Wicked One, it says the Premier of Black Dragons. Serok, it says Premier of Green Dragons. And on the center one, it says Requalia Halcyon, Premier of Golden Dragons.
For the
Mother of Dragons. Halcyon the Charitable.
Halcyon the Charitable.
Perhaps we should lay calyx in the nest.
It's kind of dark. Mr. Reginald says that.
Is there a specific nest, or in a nest like specifically like this is black, this is green, this is blue?
Calyx is on the floor. No.
They're not like labeled different colors or anything.
Mr. Reginald kind of taps Penelope. Sorry. Penelope, don't you have that trick? Kind of looks at her like this.
Oh, I don't know if it'll work. It only works sometimes. But I won't be much use if I do. But it does uncover the past if the past is willing. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. There are other forces at play when you seek knowledge through time. But I can try. I might need some help. If each of you could take. Just gonna start handing out pocket watches. Probably give one to Rowan, Kevin, Sora, Reginald, and Clay. Oh, or Imogen, sorry.
Did I find eggshells?
What?
Did I find eggshells?
No. What'd you roll? You didn't.
21.
No eggshells. So, you all stand at a very specific part of the room. That is instructed by Calliope, actually. Yeah. And as her eyes turn gold, the entire room just like, you feel a surge of magic regardless of what you know of the arcane or not, just fills the entire antechamber as like gold dust starts appearing and making images throughout the room. Okay, it's working. Please treat this with respect. You don't want to anger the wrong forces. And as she says the word forces, it comes out a lot more confidently as
her golden runes appear around her person. So, first thing you see. You see the gold start to form into a couple visages throughout the room. You see a dragonborn male, unmistakably, open the door and enter. And you see a humanoid female, and she just has her hand kind of on one of the nests. As you see, each of the 6 pillars has an egg on it. The man comes in and greets the woman, and also kind of starts checking on the eggs, goes over to one of the shrines. They seem to be having a pleasant conversation. And then the vision starts to shake. And you think perhaps that the spell is about to end. But what you really see is you see the 2 people look around as different flying objects come into the room, presumably spells. You recognize arrows and javelins just fill the entire room. You see them use some of their own magics to cast spells and shield and try to avoid them. The Dragonborn does a very good job evading and even shoots a blast back. But you saw the woman jump in front of the far egg in the farthest right corner and just get impaled with arrows and magic and spells. You see the Dragonborn male run over to her and rest her down, and he continues the fighting as various humanoids come into the room with all kinds of magic and weapons. The Dragonborn puts up a fair fight, and at one point separates all of them, picks up the woman, and runs outside. She didn't seem limp, but she was gravely injured. The vision kind of starts to crackle at this point as the sand moves around, and she moves things around again. At this point, you only see the 6 eggs in the room. Lonely. And you see a visage of a different man you haven't seen yet enter the room. Pointed ears, you can tell they're elven, and a top hat. Finely dressed. As he walks in, he almost prances a little bit.
Do I recognize him?
He's Lord for sure.
Prances to one of the eggs. Picks it up. Places it in a bag. Another egg. Picks it up. Places it in a bag. As he starts lifting the eggs off. This seems to be a different point in time. As he's grabbing one of the final eggs, you see a male Dragonborn enter the room. Immediately, this Dragonborn draws this helix longsword that kind of does this sort of design and meets at a point and starts chasing the man. The dude panics and he lifts his arm to cast a spell, and as he does, the egg that he was holding cracks on the floor. You see actually a small, almost humanoid figure that was in it kind of fall onto the floor as this battle's going. And when that happens, he drops his sword and he runs to the egg to pick it up. The figure, seeing the opportunity, grabs the bag, runs out the door as the Dragonborn holds the figure in the egg and looks up at the center shrine in the room. There's another slight skip. Doesn't do much. As the male Dragonborn goes to the shrine, opens it, looks, even though you can't see details of face or eyes or voice,
places the broken egg and all of its components into the shrine. Puts a hand on the wall. Sand, physical sand fills the room as the visions end.
So, did the woman and the dragonborn, did those resemble Sarek and Requelia?
It's not a terrible guess. It's hard to say for sure, but it's a great guess.
Can I put my hand on the wall where he put his hand and see if the thing opens?
No, but you see the part where he put the hand is directly on the humanoid figure of the Golden Dragon Premier.
So he opened the shrine, put it in, closed it, put his hand, sand fell.
The vision was made up of glowing gold and sand, but when the spell ended, Calliope collapsed, and actually you saw Mr. Reginald catch.
You mean Penelope?
Penelope, sorry, too much. Catch Penelope in his own arms and kind of sit on the floor with her because she like passed. She looks super pale. It's an incredible feat of magic.
Can we just pull open?
But the magical ones just turned into regular sand, which is now strewn about.
Yeah, can I just open the shrine? Is there a way to just the way of just watching what he did before? Can I repeat it and open it?
Yeah, as you open it, you do see there is a little bit of mulch and skeleton bone.
Oh, it's a burial. I thought it was like a sarcophagus.
Can I
Yes,
open it?
there's no preservation. It was all in respect.
It was all respect.
Can I? So there's like a place for a hand to go on the wall where he, in the vision we saw, Homeboy put his hand on the center.
The woman.
The woman.
Yeah.
So you like put her hand on the wall and then it opens something up.
No. He put the hand on after he opened it himself, placed it in, and closed it. It was out of
It's
grief.
like a show of respect.
It was honestly, it was respect and grief.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can Calliope go over to the Golden Premier statue and see if there is any sign of like a place to put offerings, or is there?
It's a shrine, so you could put it on top of the tomb.
How big is it? How big is it?
Yay big. It's not very wide.
And she's gonna turn to Mr. Reginald. So this person died a long time ago?
He's still holding Penelope very kindly. I'll come look. Places her carefully on the floor and walks over. I see. So it would seem. I would say yes. We could learn from it and bury it outside in life if we wanted to do that. He's gonna cast a spell and his eyes are gonna grow orange and red. Doesn't seem magical, but perhaps scientific. Although I fear that I don't think we're going to find a better fate for the mother. Kind of motioning towards Lady Halcyon.
Can I check the Shrine of Sarek to see if it has a similar something to open within it?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Why don't you make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay. I found something that I'm not supposed to find, which is usually both a good and bad sign. So let's see.
The question you can wait for after this resolves.
13.
That was a lot of dice.
Yeah. Oh no.
You said
Maybe it doesn't help, right? What the? Was that a double?
That's like 8 dice he's rolled.
I'm gonna have to bring him back for
That's gonna be 37 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, great.
You are also I'm gonna say you're unconscious here. You're knocked out. You're not dead.
Yes.
But yeah, that just as this like green and black mist entered from it, and you heard like a.
Is there a dragon?
As you opened it, seems empty other than that for those who peer in it.
There's one more, right?
Yeah, I'll open it.
Oh no! Oh, don't open
Can
that
I
one.
open it with
Can
mage
I-
hand far, far away?
It's too heavy.
I really hesitate to open. Oh no, I'm passed out.
Is it 20 pounds? Could 2 mage hands
You
want to
go to the Wicked One's altar?
The wicked ones?
Imogen,
That's what it says on the
Reginald,
thing.
Penelope, me. Do you have mage hand?
What
5.
was the
We
color
5
of
mage
it?
hands.
Black. Also, green is not necrotic, just so you know. It's
Okay,
different.
quick question.
Poison.
Yes.
The
Or acid.
black dragonborn in the vision. Do I recognize him at all?
It wasn't a black dragonborn. Everything was made of
Oh.
gold dust. You didn't know things.
Oh, I
but
thought it was black dragonborn.
just the figure, the spikes coming off of it looked very similar to the visage of Sharok.
Really? So it did look like Sarah?
My guess still. I stand by my guess that was
It's a guess.
Sora and Ritual.
It's a guesstimony.
I will, but can
Very
I ask, because Rowan, because I was with Rowan when he took the potions, I have
Yeah.
a red one and a black one. Can I ask Mr. Reginald? I can't, he's passed out. Can I ask Mr. Reginald, hey, Rowan still kind of has potions, is that gonna
This
help
is
me?
so not the time.
But no, I want to open
No. Just maybe leave that alone.
Wait, I am a little.
The wisdom one killed the bird.
So could 4.
You want to open the wicked one whose name we shall not utter? After drinking a mysterious liquid, you don't know what it does?
Do you know what it does? That's why I'm
I
asking
know
you.
everything.
Then tell me what it does.
None of your business.
I have a question super fast. So wasn't Sarok the green dragon that was slain?
Yeah.
But then if Mord took the eggs after he and Mr. Reginald went, like half a decade ago, then that would mean that
Sark was
Sark
was
is still alive.
And that means that he's...
My
Sark's not dead.
And that would mean that the Sorcerer Supreme never killed him. So what the hell did the Sorcerer Supreme do?
What was the form that Zachariah was?
The form?
What was Zachariah's form? Was he a human?
He was a half elf, half human.
Okay.
You want to turn to that page?
No,
Well,
Oh, that's true. You did.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. Can Calliope bring that up real quick?
Yeah.
Wait a second, real quick. Turn back the clock for a minute.
She's like
So
almost
was it?
passed out.
Mr. Reginald has also started collecting the clocks and is putting it back on planet.
Oh, so was it? Wait, so that looked an awful lot like this guy right here called Sarok. But I remember that I was told that Sarok was killed by the first Sorcerer Supreme.
Reginald's looking at you like this.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh shit.
And if Lord took the eggs after you and him went, then that would mean that Sarok is still alive.
Oh shit!
Perhaps he could help wake Calyx up.
I think he's the last person that would help.
I think our strongest lead for learning more about this is
Tracking down Sarek.
I mean, perhaps, but also
Follow
his
Mord's.
what we can learn
Oh,
from
he's dead, mate.
respectfully what we can learn from
The images
the
that
brother.
Oh, the eggs?
I know.
Can Calliope go over to
I
them?
really don't think we should be stealing bones.
I want
Well,
to
was-
I
open
hesitate
Farn-
to take the remains out of respect. If
Yeah,
we ever
is
bump
Farn
into
gonna get mad
Sarek.
at us?
It's okay. Calliope goes over to it.
Let's not
You're
lose
dead.
it.
I want to open the third thing.
I would
The
just
wicked
generally
one?
say I'm
You
against
do?
Brave
I
Robin.
kind of
The one that everyone decided not to do and warned
All
against.
right, go ahead.
Well,
tell
we
You
me.
can certainly try.
We had
Fuck
you were gonna
me.
4 mage hand it. Mage hand,
It's not how that
Imogen.
works.
But what? You get to do it
Too
10
heavy.
pounds each.
Stone.
Let's just say it's 50
stone.
pounds.
All right, so can
She just wants to see what happens.
Everyone back up. And have health potions
Look,
ready. And cure wounds ready.
you're doing a stupid.
what would you do,
really
Mr.
want to.
Reginald?
Are you?
Yay!
You are not gods.
Tabula!
Maybe we don't.
I support this decision!
I unquick shield of faith on.
I doubt that'll do a
That
thing.
doesn't do us.
I didn't
What
give
if
two
there's
reps.
more bones?
Okay.
Before you do that.
No! Don't do it.
Please.
Calliope, I'm trying to kill
Hey,
Please don't.
hey,
You're unconscious.
hey, you'll die.
Mr. Reginald.
Is that Mr. Reginald or
Yes,
Josh?
it's Mr. Reginald.
Mr. Reginald.
Fine.
Look at him. What's worse than this?
Whoa, okay.
You will
Hold on.
die.
It's
You'll
okay,
die.
I can resummon my Drake.
We have other snipers.
We have. Oh,
Also, we don't know what that's going to do to everyone else
yeah.
in the room.
Mr. DM.
I like this idea.
Fine,
Can I
I'll
use-
leave it alone.
Can I use Druidcraft? Because you can do like a faint order to smelling salts him, see if I can get him.
Sure, you can
conscious
wake back up,
again.
Rowan.
Yeah, do it.
Please don't touch that one.
Open this one. Can you do it? No.
Can Calliope go over to the coffin? And is there the egg still in there?
Yeah, no one has
Yes.
touched the bones yet.
She would like to. Is the egg? It's
There are little pieces of mulch that might have been.
She's gonna pick up the mulch and then. Are the bones intact or separated?
Can I speak with them?
I do, but I don't think
They
that
are
is
semi-intact.
Okay.
They weren't like magically put together, so they're kind of they're making a form. It's like a child.
She's gonna respectfully. Peer
That
down,
would be
and
so
she's going
cool.
to feel the bones. Feel if there's any kind of
Is it 10 days?
texture to it or anything that she can discern from it.
Make a medicine check.
That's a bummer. It's gonna be
Can
so
we go
cool.
take the bones to Calyx? Just see what happens.
I can't cast Speak with Dead. It doesn't have any forms of.
You
It also
said
never
medicine?
learned.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a newborn.
Didn't have any memories.
14.
14.
Didn't have any medicine, so I didn't think
No,
to communicate.
not really any new information.
No, I just
Can
give it a
she,
new life.
and there's nothing else in there. Can she cast dang. And it's been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
Longer than a minute, for sure.
Well,
Has it
I
been
have
dead for longer than
wisdom.
10 days?
That's what I
Yeah,
was
longer
saying.
than 10 days.
You saw a vision of the past where it broke, where Mord was a young man.
And so can I take the mulch then of,
Of the egg? Yeah. You want to leave the body? Just take the egg.
Well, I can. She'll pick up the body as well and like very respectfully
Sure.
hold it in
Really
her
don't
arms.
like the grave robbing.
Okay.
We're gonna have to
mind your own
fight through these
business.
skeletons again.
Trying to
Get
get
out
It
of
is
here.
my business.
Mr. Reginald, what do you plan on doing with this? You said science or like just to take it respectfully up?
There's just manners I can study, look into, and look. I'm trying to wake up the big gun.
She's
Is
gonna
the
put.
guy
It's
outside
my
gonna
it's
be
my
really
only
mad that
intention.
we do this?
We can bury it outside somewhere. If Calyx wakes up and wants to decide what to do with his brother or sister, then he can also decide. That's my only intent. I promise. It's a kind of a rare moment of
Yeah.
sincerity from Mr. Reginald.
She's going to use her cloak. That
And
she
swaddle
has,
it?
Yeah, and swaddle it and hold it
Like a baby.
intact together. She's going to put the mulch on Calyx's, just rest on his chest, and
She's on
hand the.
It's really smelly and sticky and okay.
You can't smell it.
Maybe
And
it'll wake him up.
she'll give it. She'll give the swaddled bones to Mr. Reginald.
Thank you, Calliope.
Of course.
Puts it somewhere.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're not walking out
Well-
with the dragon bones.
I vote that. Well, and yeah, I mean, maybe it's worth like one final investigation check throughout the place, but I feel like we might just.
We kind of got what we came for, but I'm down for an investigation.
I feel
Is there anything else about?
Penelope's also unconscious, by the way.
yeah, I feel as though we might need to make our way
Would the
back
proof
out.
help her at all or no?
How
Cure
long has it
wounds
been
on her,
since we
nothing?
came in?
She's just exhausted.
A few minutes. I'll say more than
I
10.
have food.
No, like
and
in the
water.
whole temple.
Are we
I don't
coming
know.
up on?
I'll give you guys a half hour. This is I made this temple a lot smaller.
Is there anything else about the middle? I keep on
The shrine. It's a shrine. Yeah.
Of the golden dragon premiere, is there like any inscriptions or runes or depictions or something like lying at the feet of the altar? Anything that we might have?
You gotten all the
missed?
information from this
Yeah.
from the shrine.
Before they go, can Calliope take out her golden
Dragon fiddle.
And because she wants to pay respects to what seems to be Calyx's origin and play a song before she goes.
Calyx's song you wrote?
As kind of her own sort of offering she can do.
Sure, make a performance check for me.
I get advantage, correct?
Just a performance check.
Okay, and then with the...
It's +3 with that
I see
fiddle.
plus 16.
that'll be 18.
Natural 2.
Ouch.
It's beautiful. It's kind of all I can give you.
That's fine.
I think it's time to go.
Damn, this was a bummer.
Yeah.
Reginald.
Agreed.
I go up and kind of scope Penelope.
I'm gonna
and
hand
just,
Mr.
like,
Reginald some chocolate.
hold her for a minute and go, okay, how are we getting out of here?
The way we came, I think.
Up is good.
Yeah.
Can someone, maybe Kevin, Miss Chronowise?
I just said I
Oh, you did?
skipped her.
Oh,
I
sorry.
literally
I'm
was like,
sorry. I missed that.
Totally good. I was like, I can pass her off.
Big room, quiet, respectful roleplay.
Hey,
Yep.
Calliope,
Scoop.
go over to Calyx as well before
Yeah.
Mr. Reginald takes him, and just kind of pick him up in her arms and give him a big hug, and just hold him for a
Get
second.
the egg mulch on yourself a little bit.
And then she'll hold him and say, "Alright, you can put him back now."
He's actually gonna give your shoulder a softer touch.
I really hope this works.
Okay, I'll do my best. Exit. All right. So, passing through. There might have been a door with a dragon's head where the dragon's head opened. It was fine. That's okay. So, as you continue walking out, you do get back to the room full of the half-dragon bones. And you do see that there are no half-dragons in here right now. However, you do see Farron.
That's what I was
This is what
thinking
I was
about,
scared of.
taking the bones.
Standing in the center of the room.
Hello, sir.
So, you decided to come here. Search that which you had no business searching. And in the pursuit of knowledge, you have desecrated this shrine. You have disrespected the premiers, the draconic people, and the families of those who were here.
Sir, that wasn't our intent. We only wished to wake up our friend.
And in your selfish gain for another weapon in your war, you disturb one of the most sacred places to dragonkind. One of the most sacred places on this continent. Because you seek to weaponize us, is that it?
Sir, Calyx is not a weapon.
Us.
And yet, it was the very reason you came here, wasn't it? You came here to make a weapon out of those you fear.
I did not.
The draconic premiers, the golden dragons you wish to serve the humans and elves of this world who once hunted them.
That is not my purpose.
Let me tell you something. You are right to fear us. And you will always remember in your lives or undeath that you should fear. He's going to take the hood and bring it off and reveal this elven face with brown hair. You should fear the name scarred face of Stormrunner. You see his form begin to change.
We
An
never
intense
said Calyx's last name.
golden dust fills the room as two golden wings appear from this visage as Farron Stormrunner turns into a golden dragon.
Oh my god.
We never said his
How
last
many times did
name.
I say not Robin the Brave?
Who's Reginald's going?
You see fire fill his chest and mouth as he towers over the rest of you. Penelope in your arms. That's where we're going to end today's session.
That us was the...
That was
Oh.
good. That was so
As soon as you
good.
said
I was like, us? What do you mean?
That was so good.
Well,
There's another storm runner.
I'm gonna say after this, we're never stealing bones from a grave
Well, let's not go
ever
that far.
again.
That was the only
Ever
option.
again. Every time
You
Sora's
are
gonna be
talking
like,
to the necromancer.
no more.
You are talking to the necromancer.
Don't fight us.
You'll lose.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Downstage Dungeon. We'll have to see what happens next time as Maximus Ultor faces off against a lost storm runner. See you guys next time.
Next week as we roll the characters.
Bye bye.